to the ice rink, ATCO Energy is there. As the official energy provider of Rogers Place, we're also proud partners of the Edmonton Oilers. ATCO Energy, powering your place. Customers are free to purchase natural gas services or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822.
To the fans who bleed orange and blue, never miss a game, and are always on the edge of their seat. Show your passion for the Oilers and cheer on the team at Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day Live. Attend throughout the season for your chance to win 2025-26 Edmonton Oilers Season Seats. Be there for the next Game Day Live event on March 13th at MKT Fresh Food and Beer Market. For the full event schedule and to RSVP, go to OilersGameDayLive.com.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
This is Oil Country. Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
The start of the road trip for the Edmonton Oilers as they take on the Buffalo Sabres. Good evening. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Jack Michaels for the Oilers Radio Network, and we'll go to our starting lineup. And it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Connor McDavid with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman. On defense, Evan Bouchard and Jake Wallman. In goal, it's Stuart Skinner. For the Sabres, Ryan McLeod, the former Edmonton Oiler. He's in the middle with Alex Tuch and Jason Zucker. On defense, Matthias Samuelsson, Erasmus Dahlin. In goal, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. As we get ready to go here from the Key Bank Center in Buffalo. The referees tonight, TJ Luxmore and Bo Halkitis. Ryan Daisy and Scott Cherry are on the lines as we get ready. The Oilers and the Sabres started the four-game swing. The Sabres wearing the third jerseys tonight, the black with the red, white, and silver, and the Oilers in their regular white jerseys. As it goes into the Edmonton Oilers zone to the right wing corner, kicked up the right side by Bouchard. It'll get to Hyman, and at center ice, he'll dump that in. It goes in behind the net. McLeod on the right wing side to Tuch. He's able to just get it out. Hyman to Bouchard, now to McDavid, off the boards and in. Samuelsson turns on it, goes across to Dahlin. He'll rim it up the right wing, but it's too far for McLeod. And Nurse will go through the middle of the ice to find Connor McDavid. He'll bump it back into his own end, Evan Bouchard. As Bouchard waits inside the Edmonton zone. Tied for sixth in defenseman scoring. Coming into tonight's action, he'll bring it up the right wing. Fires a pass through the middle. That goes off a stick, and it launches over the end glass. In the Sabres' end, we get a whistle. 49 seconds into a scoreless first. As Draisaitl gets out there with Podkolzin and Arvidsson. Draisaitl with a 14-game point streak coming into this one. Second in the NHL in points, first in goals, kicked out of the face-off circle already. Nurse and Kulak on the back end, and Draisaitl to Arvidsson down the right wing. The shot, and that's blockered away by Luukkonen, and the puck into the slot. Draisaitl across to Arvidsson, fakes it, holds on the left wing. He'll get to the top of the circle, to the blue line, to Nurse. Now on the right to Draisaitl, to Podkolzin, to Draisaitl in front, and just missed Podkolzin with the return pass. Podkolzin's got it left wing corner. Puck gets rammed, and that hits the broken stick. Bryson is without a stick. It gets into the slot, and it goes over to the right wing boards. It's Draisaitl behind the net. Now to Arvidsson. Takes it to the left wing corner. Steps out from the corner. A shot. Luukkonen the save. Puck along the boards. Arvidsson to the blue line to Nurse, and his pass, he fanned on it, and it's brought out by Peterka. Peterka down the right wing into the Edmonton zone. And it in behind the net and over to the right side. Swung in front of the net and just about connected as Quinn had put that through the middle, and the puck cleared out. Quinn's got it inside his own blue line to Krebs, back to Quinn. To the middle of the ice, to Clifton. He'll get it up the left wing. For Zach Benson, comes into the Edmonton zone, gets wedged on the left wing boards. Puck comes loose, and it's Henrique to get it out. We're scoreless. We're here in the first. The Oilers taking on the Sabres. Perry into Buffalo territory. Put it to the middle of the ice. Power got it to the corner. It's in behind the Buffalo net, still dealing with that broken stick. And Power up the left wing for Krebs. And over the Edmonton blue line for Benson. Play it into the corner. Sabres will make changes. And in behind his net is Emberson as we are 2 minutes and 40 seconds gone here in the scoreless first period. Emberson up the middle to Wallman. Now to Janmark, goes off his stick into the left wing corner of the Buffalo zone. Mallenstein will in behind the net, rims it on the left, still hitting the broken stick, goes back to the right wing point. Bouchard across the line to Jake Wallman. Down the left wing off of Janmark, it goes wide of the net. Lafferty to the left wing corner to Greenway. He gets checked on the play. It comes in front of the net. Brown with a backhand save. Rebound off the post and swept away by Greenway. Puck on the right wing. Out to the middle of Brown. He'll take it to the right wing side. Come down the boards. Give it to Bouchard. He's at the blue line. Cross to Wallman. Left wing to McDavid. McDavid at the top of the circle. Gets tied up. Dumped down by Greenway. And Bowen Byram. To Samuelson, up to center ice to Lafferty. He'll dump it in. The Oilers come close, hitting the post.
Oilers have had 4 great looks already here in the first 3:40 of this game.
Scoreless in the first period. Up the left wing, getting it out. Wallman through the middle of Nugent-Hopkins. Now to McDavid into the Sabre zone. Drops it to Nugent-Hopkins. He's along the right wing boards. To the blue line to Nurse. Behind the net to McDavid. Out to Nugent-Hopkins. Oh, great save by Luukkonen. Puck back to the point. Nurse on the right side. To Stetcher. Poked off his stick by Tuch, but he is able to recover. And it goes back into the Edmonton zone. Stetcher hit on the end boards. Tuch centering pass. Partially blocked. It goes to Stetcher. And he'll give it to McDavid down the right wing. And over the Buffalo line. Going to the net. What a move! Put it on goal. Saved by Luukkonen.
Oilers got away the backside trip, and that set McDavid free.
Peterka into the Edmonton zone. To the right wing, top of the circle. Wanted to play it low. Nurse will get it up the boards and out. And Podkolzin into center ice. He'll shoot it in.
This is a loose game, Cam.
Oh, yeah. Luukkonen to the corner to Clifton. You get it across to Bryson, out to center ice. Tage Thompson. On the left wing to Norris to Thompson. His shot, that got blocked. And it goes over to the boards. Kulak up against the boards, in behind the net to Emberson. We're almost 5 minutes gone here in the scoreless first period. The Oilers take on the Sabres. Kulak through the middle, just past Podkolzin. It goes into the Sabres zone. Dahlin will get it up the right wing side. It will come out to center ice. Thompson to Krebs. Into Edmonton territory. Little button hook on the left wing. A shot, a riser that goes off the end boards into the left wing. And it's Arvidsson trying to get it out. He can't. Krebs steals it. Krebs to the slot. And that one shot, that hit bodies in front of the net. And the puck goes to the end boards. Draisaitl along the left wing. Up near the point to Podkolzin. He's able to get it out. Just past Byram. Benson will bring it in on the right wing. Benson Put it towards the net, but it's Nurse up the left side to Max Jones. He'll get over center ice and dump it in. Luukkonen out to play it. Up on the glass. It hits Henrique. Goes over to the left wing, just off the stick of Perry. Now on the left wing boards, Jones, low to Henrique, over to the right. In from the blue line is Stetcher. They get it down low to Henrique, steered it in front. It gets to Jones now on the left. He's about top of the circle, got his stick lifted, and getting it out was Jack Quinn. Puck brought in by Byram down the left wing, into the Oilers zone. Back near the left wing point, to Power, to Byram. Down the left side, going towards the net. His shot goes off his stick, goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Perry to Stetcher, up the left wing to Jones, and he's able to clear it. And we get a whistle.
Got a penalty here for a high stick.
I mean, that had to be away from the puck.
Back balance, I got a high stick. It's got to be on the Oilers.
It's got to be. Yeah, that was away from the play. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll sort it out. Scoreless here in the first. 6 minutes, 33 seconds gone. The Oilers taking on the Sabres from the KeyBank Arena in Buffalo. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know what I'm a fan of? Alberta. The wide open spaces, the highways and byways, and a rugged, beautiful terrain that I'm proud to call home. Maybe that's why I'm also a fan of my Ford F-150. It's tough, capable, and smart, which makes it a natural fit for roads like these. So if it's a new truck you're looking for, look no further than the truck Albertans love to drive, F-150. Head into your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage.
You want to go?
Counseling services.
Let's go!
Dental coverage.
That was not offside.
And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the KeyBank Center, there is no penalty as it was an own high stick. As it was a Buffalo player high-sticking Malenstein. So we're still even up. Game's still scoreless. 6:33 gone here in the first. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer.
Nice applause for Jeff Skinner there.
Yep, they did a little welcome back video during the break. Face-off just outside the Edmonton blue line as Power will shoot it in. Skinner able to stop it in behind the net. Kulak wheels back there, picks it up. Off the right wing boards and down the ice. Should be icing, and it is. Face-off back in the Edmonton zone. Stuart Skinner at 21 saves in that 5-4 win versus Dallas on Saturday. A career 3-2-1 against the Sabres. Janmark taking the draw. Janmark out there with Skinner and Brown. Kulak and Emberson on the back end. Josh Norris taking the draw for the Sabres. Puck goes to Kulak, and he'll come up the left wing. All the way across to Emberson. Emberson will get it out through the middle to Skinner, and Jeff Skinner will turn that up at the Edmonton blue line. On the right wing off of Kulak and in. Samuelson goes in behind the net. Goes to the right wing corner behind the net to Dahlin. Dahlin with a long pass. And it's brought in on the right side. And along the right wing boards. The puck up against that right side. As Norris is trying to get it low to Peterka. And that doesn't connect. It does come out. And it's Emberson to center ice. Couldn't shoot it in, but Jeff Skinner will bring it in. He'll go across to Brown into the slot over to the left wing, and his backhand goes wide of the net. McLeod up the left side will get it to center ice. Bouchard with it for the Oilers, over to Wallman. At center, or at the blue line of the Sabres, he'll dump it in. It's in behind the net. Darlene up the right wing. Got the puck on the right wing side to Zucker. Got it out to center ice to Tuch. Play it in over the Edmonton blue line. Then Bouchard's pass through the skates of Hyman into the Sabres zone. Hyman will get it on the left wing. Knocked off his stick. It does come out. Zucker had it hit him just inside the Edmonton blue line. Bouchard can get it out through the middle. Now down the left wing to Hyman into the Sabre zone. He'll stop up, come out of the left corner, centering pass, loose puck, put towards the net. Luukkonen kept it out. And up the right wing, Byram to center. To McLeod, he'll come in for Buffalo across to the left, the shot, and that goes way wide of the net. And Byram up near the blue line. Down the left wing corner. Quinn had let that shot go from the left wing, but missed Clifton on the right. Down low to Quinn. Quinn on the right wing into the corner. To Benson, going behind the Edmonton net, back to the left wing point, and Owen Powers able to keep it in. To Benson on the inboards. Over to the cross on the right. To Quinn, put it off the outside of the net. Here's Quinn again. Waiting, shooting, and off the stick of Nurse. And it goes over to the boards, and it's Nugent Hopkins out with it to McDavid. Into the Sabre zone on the left wing. Left wing side to Arvidsson. Pushed it to the middle. Clifton trying to clear it. Give it to Benson, back into his own end. To Power, and now up to Benson. Scoreless here in the first, 10:38 to go in the period. Stetcher in front of his net, across to Nurse. He'll come up the left wing. Nurse will drill it on goal. Right pad saved by Luukkonen. And the rebound put on it by Podkolzin, and Luukkonen got that one too. Greenway up the left wing boards to center ice to Mallenstein. Now to Lafferty. Into the Oiler end. Down the left wing. Greenway. His pass in front of the net. Off an Edmonton stick. Over the glass and out of play. With 10:13 to go here in a scoreless first period. Shot 7-3 in favor of the Oilers. Henrique, Jones, and Perry will get out there for Edmonton. Kulak and Emberson on the back end. Norris taking the draw for the Sabres. Puck goes to Emberson. To the right wing corner, up in the air and out, bouncing at center ice, off of Jones. The right wing Peterka just missed Norris with it. Perry got it to center ice. Samuelson will take it back into his own end for the Sabres. Samuelson forced back by Henrique and leaves it in the right wing corner. And Thompson fire it all the way down the ice, hoping that Peterka got there first. He didn't. It's icing against Buffalo.
This is a loose game, Karen, compared to some of the others we've seen. And Oilers are going to load up McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman for an ozone draw here for the first time.
Some ice to be attended to in the crease of Luukkonen. Luukkonen's last game was Saturday, 32 saves and a 4-0 loss. They were in Florida. Sabres have lost 6 in a row, albeit one was in overtime. Edmonton's won 3 of their last 4. Face off to the right of Luukkonen. Puck goes in behind the net. Darlene up the left wing to Thompson. Thompson checked by Draisaitl. Go across to Wallman. Wallman to Draisaitl. They get through the neutral zone, now into the Sabres, into the left wing corner, in behind the net, over to the right. Top of the circle on the right, trying to drop it off, but McLeod there for Buffalo, and he does get it out. Bouchard to Draisaitl, and they'll say Hyman was offside, and we get the whistle. With 9:17 to go here in the first period, Oilers and Sabres scoreless. We're going to take a break from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. It's Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's game on at City Ford. With an all-star lineup of brand new Ford favorites, save up to $6,000 on Escapes and Bronco Sports, and up to $19,000 on F-150s. Plus, Take advantage of 0% financing options available on select models.
Spin the wheel and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, a snowblower, and more.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Scoreless here in the first, the Oilers and the Sabres. 9:17 to go in the opening period. Tonight's Kids of OilCountry 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of Every Kid Deserves a Shot. Inspiring kids across OilCountry to reach their full potential through the power and spirit of hockey. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50 to support. Face off just outside the Buffalo blue line. Dropped it once, wasn't right. We'll have to do it again. Oilers will also play the Devils, Islanders, and Rangers on this trip back at home on the 18th, which is a Tuesday against Utah. Clifton with it inside his own zone. Cross ice. Got it out to Bryson. The puck gets to center. Power forced back, will go in behind the net. He's going to stop there. Owen Power out through the middle. Cross ice to Clifton. He'll fire it across. In comes Quinn. Looking for Clifton, who had joined the rush. Missed him with it, and it goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Nurse for Stetcher. But up the left wing it goes to Connor Brown. Brown cross ice with a backhand. Chasing after it. Nurse trying to drive towards the net. One hands it through the slot, and it goes over to the right wing. Benson will go behind the net, checked by Brown, and his pass knocked down. Clifton up the right side will find Krebs at center. That's peeled off his stick by McDavid. And McDavid will start through the middle for the Oilers. Gets into the Buffalo zone. One hands it to himself in the right wing corner. Up the right side, Samuelson on him. Now to Nugent Hopkins. Got checked on the play by Zucker. And the puck comes to center ice. Darlene on the left wing for McLeod. Into the Oilers zone, up to the blue line, to the right wing for Zucker. Will shoot it towards the net, and it goes high and wide. Samuelson in from the left wing point. We're scoreless. We're in the first period, 7:53 to go. To McLeod. Goes in behind the net to Samuelson, to Ryan McLeod. Trying to get it in front. Had his stick lifted. Couldn't get a shot. Puck gets to the high slot. Nugent Hopkins will loop back into his own zone. Alex Tuch right on him. Over to Emberson in front of the net. That goes to Skinner, and it's put just wide. What a chance there for the Sabres. Tuch will shoot it high and wide of the net. And brought out by Draisaitl. Down the right wing and over the Sabre line. The shot save made by Luukkonen. Draisaitl has it again across to Podkolzin on the right wing. To the right wing corner to Wallman. Will take it up to the blue line to Bouchard. Now on the left to Draisaitl in front. Just looking for Podkolzin, and it goes through the slot. Puck in behind the net. Bryson takes a hard hit. Podkolzin up against the boards with him. Comes loose in behind the goal. Darlene will rim it over the stick of Bouchard. It's up on end. It'll be icing against the Sabres with 6:48 to go here in a scoreless first period. And some good opportunities at both ends of the ice. But you were talking about a game that was loose. It's been that.
Well, Ty Emerson made a real tough play, and then the Oilers' Leon Draisaitl roaring down the right side, and Rasmus Dahlin angled him off, and Draisaitl tried to go to the blocker side of the far side, and UPL fought it off.
Face off to the left of Luukkonen. Draisaitl taking the draw against Norris. Yeah, Emberson put that off of Stuart Skinner. Now off the draw. Quick shot by Perry, misses. Wallman will keep it in, give it to Arvidsson, and off his stick it goes. Thompson will get it out for Buffalo. Cuts to the middle now, in over the Edmonton line. A shot saved by Skinner. Rebound, scores. Tage Thompson got his own rebound and makes it 1-0 for the Sabres.
Well, Victor Arvidsson turns the puck over in the neutral ice area. Then Stuart Skinner spills a 40-foot shot. And Thompson's a rangy body. You got to control the rebound. It's right at his glove hand.
32nd of the year for Thompson. 13:28 time of the goal. And it's 1-0 for the Sabres. Puck dumped into the Edmonton zone. On the right wing boards. Greenway up to the top of the circle. Now forced to the blue line with Henrique on him. And Henrique's able to jam it out to center ice. On the left wing, Power will shoot it in. 1-0 Sabres here in the first. Max Jones trying to clear. Can't. That's kept in. Mallenstein will get it low to Greenway. Greenway put it in front of the net. Nobody to get a hold of it for the Sabres. And the puck does come out as Perry put it off of Max Jones.
It's just a terrible goal against.
Byram up the left wing, bouncing it into Edmonton territory. Emberson now to Kulak. He'll get up to center ice. Went to shoot it in. His stick craters, but the puck goes into the Sabres zone. Dahlin on the right wing. Now to Zach Benson, into the Oiler end, over to the right for Krebs, and coming back hard and breaking that up was Janmark. Puck to the blue line. Samuelson shot off the arm of Stuart Skinner. Krebs on the left wing to the blue line to Samuelson. Played it into the left wing corner, comes in front of the net. Brown there for the Oilers to Kulak. Center ice, he'll shoot it in. It was off the linesman. Brown tied up against the boards inside the Buffalo zone. Dahlin trying to spin it, can't get it out. Trying to go to the net, comes in front to Janmark, and that save made by Luukkonen. It's lifted up and out.
Oilers could have 4 goals in this first period so far. They've missed 2 open nets. Draisaitl stopped in a breakaway, and that time a point-blank look cam.
Hit a post as well. Up through the middle, Wallman, center ice, dump it into the right wing corner. McDavid up against the boards with Ryan McLeod. They try to get it free, still tied up. McLeod will rim it, it won't get out. Kept in by Bouchard, but goes right off the stick of Tuch and out. So Bouchard inside his own end, across to Wallman. 1-0 Sabres, 4:10 to go here in the first. It's dumped in. And Luukkonen's going to cover it. It'll be a face-off in the Sabres zone as the Oilers down 1-0 to Buffalo on the goal by Tage Thompson. Face-off will be to Luukkonen's right. Draisaitl, Hyman, and McDavid out there with Wallman and Bouchard. McLeod taking the draw for the Sabres. It's over to the left wing to the skates of Hyman. Goes around to the right to McDavid. He'll get it to the point to Bouchard. Quickly across to Wallman towards the net. And that one went off of Hyman to the end boards. Edmonton trying to recover it. They do. Wallman in from the left wing point. Goes to the corner. Waits on the left side. Gets tied up. His stick got tied up. McLeod to Bryson. Off the stick of Zucker and out. McDavid will bring it right back in. Coming down the left wing. Going towards the net. Now in behind it. To the right corner. His pass in front. Off a leg to the line. Nurse drills it on net. Saved by Luukkonen. Puck near the side of the net. It goes to Draisaitl. Centering pass off a Sabres stick. Zucker will get it out. Bounces into the Edmonton zone. Thompson flying after it, chopped up near the line by Bouchard to McDavid. Back to Bouchard. To McDavid. He's on the end boards, pressured by Norris. And he'll go to the blue line, but that's kept in. It gets into the slot area. And McDavid slows it up to Nurse. Under 3 to go here in the first. 1-0. Sabres lead on a goal by Tage Thompson. Nurse will go back into his own end. Cross ice to Stetcher. Over to Nurse. Nurse to Stetcher. On the right wing to Podkolzin, and the Edmonton Oilers go offside at the Sabre blue line. We'll take a break with 2:39 to go here in the first. 1-0. Sabres lead the Oilers from the KeyBank Center here in Buffalo. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. edmontonsbesthotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
For years now, we've been warning Edmontonians on the hazards of our stormwater facilities. While they may appear to look like still ponds, there is moving water beneath the surface, which makes the ice dangerously... The unpredictability of stormwater facilities makes them treacherously unsafe for all winter activities, even walking. So think twice. Don't go on the ice. A safety message from EPCOR.
It's a new era for Ford in Edmonton. Welcome to Big West Ford. Located westbound on Stony Plain Road just east of the Henday, Big West Ford is Edmonton's newest and most exciting Ford dealership. Whether you're after the legendary F-150, the Powerhouse 350 Super Duty, or the adventurous Bronco, they've got you covered with exceptional selection and service right here in your city. Big West Ford, driven by you. Visit Big West Ford at 18208 Stony Plain Road or online at bigwestford.com.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. edmontonsbesthotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 1-0 Sabres lead. 2:39 to go in the first period. Tage Thompson, the goal scorer for Buffalo. Face off outside the Sabres blue line. Henrique, Jones, and Perry out there with Nurse and Stetcher. Krebs taking the draw for the Sabres. Puck goes right into the Oiler bench.
Edmonton's played pretty well to be down 1-0 in this game right now. No other way to say it. Stuart Skinner misplayed an easy shot from distance and then couldn't control a rebound and a tap in for Tage Thompson. And the Oilers have missed 2 open nets, hit 1 post, and been stopped on a breakaway. Had lots of zone time.
Nurse will shoot it into the Buffalo end. Power to the corner. They'll go across. Benson coming down for it. They'll bounce it up the right side and out. Brought in by Krebs. Lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Now shot in by Krebs. Stetcher will go in behind the Oiler net. Up through the middle of the ice to Henrique, to Jones, and that's offside as Perry was in early with 2:07 to go here in the first. 1-0 Buffalo. Oilers played the Sabres January 25th, won that game 3-2. Sabres had over 40 shots in that game. Draisaitl, Jeff Skinner, Connor Brown out there for the Oilers. Kulak and Bouchard. Puck gets between the Oiler defensemen, and Bouchard into his own end across to Brett Kulak. Up the right wing. Draisaitl had smacked off of his stick. And stepping up the right side is McLeod into the Oiler end. Checked nicely by Brown. Put it in behind the Edmonton goal. Kulak up the right wing. That gets to the blue line. That's kept in, though. Puck to the middle, shot by Tuch, and that one just off the glove of Skinner, and the puck to the slot. Here's Greenway, and he whistles it high and wide. Darlene left side to the blue line to McLeod. Floated it towards the net. It missed. Tuch will try the wraparound off the right pad of Skinner. Tuch back to the point, but there was nobody there for the Sabres, and it comes out.
2 giveaways from Evan Bouchard, and Buffalo got extended opportunities in the Oilers' D zone.
Puck sent out by Nurse up to Jeff Skinner. Skinner comes down the left wing into the Sabres zone. He'll dump it in. Luukkonen out to play it. Coming up to the last minute here in the first. 1-0 Buffalo leads. Up the right wing. A long pass. Peterka will get the puck to the middle, and Norris couldn't get a shot away, and flying up the right wing is McDavid. In over the Buffalo line and taken out by Byram. Puck gets to the corner. Bryson will get it out to Thompson into the Edmonton zone. To the middle, the shot, and that one blocked by Nurse, and it goes up and out of play as getting through the middle of the ice was Peterka, and he couldn't get that shot through. Good job by Darnell Nurse with 39 seconds
Byram
left.
did an excellent job one-on-one against Connor McDavid. Got a good piece of him. See if the Oilers land a little bit of physicality. They lose a little bit of that with Skinner coming in. Kasperi Kapanen was playing fourth line center, and he was given, that line's already not as effective here with Henrique and Perry together. Kapanen gave him some pace to go along with Jones. Looks like a slash there, no?
Wallman up the right wing near the blue line. It's going to just get out to Hyman now. To the middle of McDavid. Over the line to Hyman. He'll drop it. Nurse walks in. The shot off the crossbar. And that goes out of play as Nurse followed the play up. Got it in the slot. And he just rang that off the bar. Nurse looks up at the rafters. Good quick shot by Nurse. Face off to the right of Luukkonen. 18 seconds to go in the period. Draisaitl in the face-off circle with Krebs. Puck goes to Bowen Byram, goes in behind his net. Up the left wing to Benson, now to Krebs, into the Oilers zone, drops it for Quinn, into the corner to Krebs, centering pass, and that one goes through the slot and all the way across, and up the left wing, McDavid to Perry, now to Bouchard, will drill it on goal as the period expires. And the Oilers are down 1-0 after 20 minutes.
Deserved a better fate in that period. There's no way they should be behind in this game, but they are. This should be 0-0. It's a bad goal against from Stuart Skinner.
Yeah, lots of opportunity for Edmonton.
Lots. 2 posts, 12 shots on goal. Some missed chances around the net. Some guys with open nets that aren't really hot right now offensively. So we'll have to see. I mean, we know this. Buffalo can play better than they showed in that period because the Oilers had a lot of zone time, a lot of cycle time. Victor Arvidsson in the neutral ice. I mean, I don't know what happens there, but he completely blows a wheel, and we've seen that, unfortunately, a little too much this year. That turns the puck over, and then a long-range bomber that Stuart Skinner's got to make a glove save on, and the least you could do is you can't spill a rebound like that. And it's 1-0.
That's where we sit. Tage Thompson, the goal scorer, 32nd of the year for the Sabres. That was 13-28 into this first period. So that's where we are after 20 minutes of play. Sabres up 1-0 on the Oilers. Bryn Griffiths and Rob Brown. They are standing by. They got the first intermission for you when we come back from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
Here's what's new at 880 880ched.com.
We've got your shot to be chillin' in Cali watching the Oilers. 880 Ched has teamed up with New West Travel to give you the chance to road trip in Cali with Bob Stauffer. Keep it locked to 880 Ched for your road trip code word. When you hear it, enter it on our contest page. Then listen on March 28th to see if you're off on a road trip in Cali. Details at 880ched.com.
Get your name on our insider list today and keep up to date on pre-sales, contests, and more. Visit 880ched.com. At the Intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
To the middle of McDavid, over the line to Hyman. He'll drop it. Nurse walks in. The shot off the crossbar. And that goes out of play as Nurse followed the play up, got it in the slot, and he just rang that off the bar.
And that's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. Welcome to the first intermission. Bryn Griffiths and Rob Brown coming from Studio B in Edmonton. After 20 minutes of play, the Edmonton Oilers are trailing Tage Thompson 1-0. That was a crazy period. First things first, you got to get a damn stick off the ice. They couldn't do it for like about 6.5 minutes. I was timing it. Broken stick. It was crazy start to that period, Brownie.
Well, it was, and that's the referee's job and or a linesman's job for a lot of reasons. The stick becomes in play, which you clean up so that there's no puck hitting a stick and bouncing in or changing a complexion of the game. And then the biggest one is injuries.
Yeah.
And I know that Louis and Jack talked about it. A player unsuspected, for example, skating backwards, doesn't see the stick, steps on it, all of a sudden goes back on his head. I have no idea why the referee didn't pick the stick up at any time there. I mean, that is their job. You see it all the time in hockey games. A ref will go out of his way, pick up the stick, go pan it to the trainer on the bench, and you're all done with. But for it to be out there, and it did become a factor. The Oilers benefited from it, but it's one of those things you do not leave something on the ice that could cause an injury. It's like someone throws, a thing of popcorn on the ice or a container or a bottle. The referee picks it up, allows the play to keep going, but get the obstacle out of the way. So to me, I don't know why the ref didn't do it. And if I was the Buffalo Sabres and would have been scored against, I would have been pretty upset because that's one of the jobs of the ref and linesman is to make sure the ice surface is safe for the players.
Well, during that span, the Oilers hit 2 goalposts as well. They were all over him that first 8 minutes, and then it just seemed to even out, and then Tage Thompson gets the goal. Man, he's got a heavy wrist shot, huh?
He does, and I'm sure that Stuart Skinner would love to have a redo on that one.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those, if you're the defending team or if you're the fan of the Oilers, you're thinking, okay, come on, our goaltender's got to make sure that, A, if he keeps out of the net, keep the puck in your body so that there's not a rebound. But if you're on the Buffalo Sabres side, you're like, smart play by Thompson. Put the puck on net and then race to the net. We see Nugent Hopkins do this a lot, where you come down 1-on-2, there's nothing there, and he just kind of throws it at the chest of the goaltender, then jump by and try to find some garbage to pick up. Tage Thompson does a great job. The Oilers, 2 defensemen don't get in the way of Thompson, so not only does he get the puck on net, he wins the race. So to me, it's on Skinner, but it's also on the defenseman. Make it a little bit harder for him to get through to the rebound that was left open. But it was the Buffalo Sabres play high event hockey. They give up chances. They will give a chance to get a chance.
Yeah.
And for them, one of the big reasons they're where they are in the standings is they don't have the goaltending most nights to be able to play high event hockey. And in that first period, the Oilers, 3 golden opportunities. You had Connor Brown, wide open net, hits the post. Nugent Hopkins backdoor, wide open net. And then at the very end of the period, Darnell Nurse walks in. And those are just the 3 posts. The Oilers had ample opportunities. They could have 2 or 3 in this game, but the Oilers got caught with some big mistakes too. Emerson, really ill-advised pass. He tries a backhand pass from the corner while standing still. Yeah. It almost turns into a goal for the Buffalo Sabres. Sometimes when you play against a team that's high event, you start to get into that kind of track meet. The Oilers want to stay away from that. They can play this Buffalo team, play solid, detailed hockey, and win. You do not want to get into a hope that your goaltender makes a save type of hockey game.
Okay, so if you're Chris Knobloch in the locker room after that, they could have been up 2-0. They could also have been down 2-0. It was just a weird period. But what do you think he's saying to the troops? Just kind of mind the store and wait for your chances?
Well, I think he's going to be happy with a lot of the things they did in the offensive zone. And They had a ton of chances and created opportunities and probably were a little unfortunate not to have 1 or 2 on the board. But he will guard against getting too excited when the plays in the offensive zone, jumping in, forcing something, and then giving the odd man break going the other way. And then in your own zone, simple plays. You know who you are. Ty Emberson is a solid defensive defenseman. You don't need to try a backhand pass from the corner and hope that it ends up on the stick of one of your players. On that play, just keep it in the corner. Fight for it there. The Buffalo Sabres aren't going to score from that area. So just clean up a little things in the defensive zone. But there were a lot of really good things for the Oilers in the first 20.
I know one thing, as I was saying on the pregame show, and I think I might even have said on the postgame show after the Dallas victory, the games in Buffalo just seem weird to me. They're highly entertaining, and you're right, because Buffalo likes to play that style. They just can't match the Oilers. So from an Oilers perspective, it's just, it seems to me, just keep plugging away. 2 goalposts and 1 crossbar. Eventually those will go in. Right?
Well, you hope. But you've got to play the right way. And I think that the Oilers had times in that period got a little away from what makes them successful. But the thing is, a 1 goal or a 2 goal lead by the Buffalo Sabres isn't a lot because they give up a lot of chances. So the Oilers got to take advantage of the opportunities they get.
I think they got to go a little more north-south and a little less east-west. They certainly did that against Dallas Stars on Saturday night. They drove to the net a little better, and I thought that they started that in the first period.
Well, I thought they were fine. Again, with the puck, the Oilers were fine in the offensive zone. They created a number of chances. They should have had goals. There's not much they have to change offensively. They just have to, clean up a little bit in their own zone. If they do that, they'll be fine. This is a game that they are going to get ample opportunities to score goals. Bear down when you get your chance.
And I don't see any, we talk about special teams and that kind of thing. I don't think there was even remotely an opportunity. There was the potential of a high stick, but they realized it was friendly fire for the most part. But I don't think that the referees had to worry too much. And I don't know how many specialty teams opportunities we're going to see out of this one for either team, actually.
Well, it wasn't a physical period, but usually you draw penalties when you win races. You draw penalties when you win battles. And that's just key for the Oilers. Just win the races, win the battles, and force the Buffalo Sabres to have to tug you, to grab you, to hold you. But neither team is a physical hockey club, so you're not going to get those kind of penalties. You want to stay away from stick penalties. But that was a very fast-paced period. The Buffalo Sabres play up-tempo. The Oilers matched it. It's just making sure that you clean up stuff defensively and you're not giving the odd man breaks against.
Okay, Rob, hang in there. We'll talk to you coming up in intermission number 2. We can tell you that it's 1-0. The Buffalo Sabres leading the Edmonton Oilers after 20 minutes of play. At the intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's Get Flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. As a musician, I'm drawn to the sounds of this great province. Whether it's the wind blowing down the Rockies, the rustling of grass across the prairie, or the sweet sound of a Ford Super Duty, it's all music to my ears. Speaking of Super Duty, with heavy-duty performance that's built for getting the job done right, it's no wonder this truck has Albertans singing its praises. The 2024 Ford Super Duty is available now at your Alberta Ford dealer. Just head on in today and tell them PB sent you.
Did you know the RCMP polices over 99% of Alberta's landscape? From the oil sands to the Rockies to the prairies, the RCMP has a province covered. Providing policing services to more than 1,700 communities and with over 150 career specializations, the Alberta RCMP has something to fit everyone's goals and lifestyles. Visit rcmpcareers.ca and take the next step towards your career with the Alberta RCMP. A message from the Government of Canada.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
This is Global News at the first intermission. I'm Rod Kurz. Edmonton police confirming the discovery of a body following an outdoor fire early yesterday morning near 127th Avenue and 89th Street. Fire crews responded to a report of a fence and some nearby debris on fire. After the fire was put out, they discovered the body. Right now, police say the death is not believed to be suspicious, but they are continuing to investigate. The Alberta and federal governments have ratified a $42 million agreement to expand meal programs for students. Officials say the federal money will come over 3 years and supplement Alberta's existing school nutrition program. The federal government says the agreement means Alberta families with 2 children in school can save an estimated $800 a year on groceries. Alberta is the last province in Canada to sign on to Ottawa's National School Food Program. The province has reached a new deal with nurses. The United Nurses of Alberta says a tentative 4-year agreement looks to address staffing shortages and job security with improved wages, with a raise of about 15%. Finance Minister Nate Horner says the proposed deal recognizes nurses' hard work. A vote to ratify the deal is set for April the 2nd. I'm Rod Kurtz, your next scheduled newscast at the second intermission on 880 CHED.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Looking for top-notch dry cleaning? Riverbend Cleaners in Edmonton have been family-owned for over 40 years. They're experts in tailoring, wedding gown cleaning, and leather and suede care. From coveralls to curtains to jeans and jerseys, they do it all. Enjoy the convenience of free pickup and delivery, as well as corporate discounts. Trust Riverbend Cleaners for quality service that's been a local favorite for decades. Visit them at 560 Riverbend Square or call 780-988-6685. Riverbend Cleaners, where experience meets exceptional care.
Hey, Edmonton. Ever think about who gets your hard-earned money when you buy groceries or gas? For all you know, it could be buying a second yacht or private jet. But at Co-op, they put it right back into the community. That's because they're owned by 120,000 everyday Edmontonians, not a corporation. Feel good about where your money goes when you shop Co-op. Visit in-store for details.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back in Studio B after 20 minutes of play. The Edmonton Oilers trailing the Buffalo Sabres 1-0 on a Tage Thompson goal. We'll see what happens. Shots on goal, by the way, in that period. It favored the Oilers 12-7, but 1-0 is the score for Buffalo after 20. Okay, let's take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Very quiet around the NHL tonight. Just 3 other games. We are 5 minutes into the first period in Ottawa, where the Senators are taking on the Detroit Red Wings. It is Cam Talbot and Linus Ullmark for the Ottawa Senators in goal tonight there. 7 o'clock Edmonton time in Denver. It's the Avalanche hosting the Chicago Blackhawks. It will feature tonight Spencer Knight in goal for Chicago against Scott Wedgwood. And the only other game gets going at 8 o'clock our time. Utah Hockey Club hosting the Toronto Maple Leafs. It will be Joseph Woll taking on Karel Vermelka. So that's your netminders for that game. That's it around the NHL tonight. Not a ton going on. Pretty quiet. And as I mentioned, 1-0 Oilers trailing the Sabres after 1. Edmonton Oil Kings are in action next in the Western Hockey League. Should tell you the Calgary Hitmen are in town on Wednesday. In fact, that's an 11 a.m. start because it's the annual hockey hooky game at Rogers Place. They always have a huge crowd. It's a lot of fun. So that's coming up 11 a.m. on Wednesday. And in the American Hockey League, Bakersfield doesn't play now till Wednesday night. They will be in Abbotsford. So that's what's going on there. The out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Second period is coming up next at the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu, or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Portage College graduates are incredibly employable. How does Portage know? 99% of employers surveyed said they would hire a Portage grad. Get career ready at Portage College. Learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the KeyBank Center, Oilers and Sabres getting ready for the second period. 1-0 Sabres lead. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer.
We got a delay here, Cam. We got some glass issue.
We got a glass issue. All right, I can tell you the Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers is back with life-changing jackpots. I can tell you that. Tonight's Kids of OilCountry 50-50 jackpot is at $48,000 right now, and the Super Saturday bonus jackpot, $313,000. You can get your tickets now, edmontonoilers.com/50-50. Is it the one in the corner?
Or
is that what's going on here, or what?
Seems to be some debate as to what's transpiring.
Oh, okay.
You know what? It's actually not.
No,
glass.
it's the board. Yeah. Well, you don't see that every day on the gate.
You know what happened?
What's that?
I wonder if the Zamboni
ran into it.
Yep.
Could be. They're changing out.
I know a number of years ago, after the Medicine Hat Tigers had been out of the playoffs for a number of years, they came back after beating Swift Current. They had some Zamboni issues with the boards.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I believe there was something to that effect. Yeah. Oh, they went crazy in Medicine Hat, and they not only did they make the playoffs after missing for a long time, then they won a round.
Now we got an issue because this piece
doesn't fit.
No.
Measure twice, cut once. That's what they say.
See, I'm the show Canada's Worst Handyman. That's me. I mean, I might be able to recite useless, superfluous information on a moment's notice.
You're not building me a house, though, hey?
No, I can't even sell a house. I have to get somebody else to sell a house for me. The other day...
I've seen you sell plenty of things.
Have you?
Maybe not a house.
Again, we're in a delay here, a board replacement delay at KeyBank Center.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't think the people here in Buffalo would know how to do this. Just...
Well, they got enough people on it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's not lacking for manpower. They might be making some progress. 1-0 Sabres lead. We're getting ready for the second period.
You never go wrong with Creed in the background, by the way.
No, you gotta get some Creed in there. They had some Pearl Jam going earlier, so
a couple good selections.
Yeah, sure. The early 90s.
I mean, we've had some wild plays back behind that Oilers net. The first period where twice Edmonton went to make passes and it ricocheted either off the board or off a skate.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been a sloppy hockey game, and it's only 1-0. The Oilers have missed 2 open nets, been stopped on a breakaway, and hit 2 goalposts.
Yeah. They have not lacked for opportunity.
And the shots technically are 11-8 in this game, and Stuart Skinner will be the first to tell you he's got to have it. Shots should be 11-7 because he should have. A glove hand always concerns me about that glove hand, just the angle of which. And you can help me more because you played the position of goal. How much do you think about how today guys play goal versus sort of the more natural, intuitive manner in which they used to play. What do I call that? The reverse?
Oh, when they do the RVH?
RVH, yes.
Yeah, when the puck's behind the net or in the corner. Yeah, it's the position has changed drastically. It's revolutionized, really. And mostly for the better. I mean, there are a few instances where you go, like when an RVH, the guy goes short side upstairs on him, and you're like, wow, I mean, if he just had stood there, that was going to hit him. Yes, true. But if a pass comes in front of the net and you're RVH and you just push off, you're in a really good spot to make that save from the slot. So it giveth and it taketh away. I understand. I think they're making progress. Looks like they are. Yeah, they had to take out basically the whole gate, the whole board of the gate and replace it. Start of the road trip for the Oilers.
I believe we're closing in on, there we go.
Oh, and let's see if it shuts. Yep, and a round of applause from the fine folks here at the KeyBank Center. Appreciative of the efforts put forth by the crew here
Hold
at the rink.
Hold on.
What? We're not out of the woods yet? Trying to make sure that it's flush, I guess, so we don't get any more bizarre hops out of that corner, which we still might. You saw Harry Neal. Harry Neal's in the house.
Yes, he is. When I first started doing Concord and stats in 1995-96, Bob Cole and Harry Neal were the #1 crew.
Yep.
And then in the fall each year, David Moyer would go do football, and I would end up sometimes in Edmonton, sometimes in Calgary during that 95, 96, 96, 97 season. Those two. Working with Harry Neal and Bob Cole.
What a tandem, hey?
And what an opportunity to learn. And Bob was quite specific with what he wanted, and Harry was an amazing guy to work with.
Yeah. Well, they got it all fixed.
There we go.
Gate is shut, and we will proceed with the second period as McDavid wins the opening faceoff, and it's Bouchard through the middle to Hyman. Now on the right wing, it's Nugent Hopkins getting the puck in deep. It's sent up to the line, and it's Bouchard. He's going to go right to the net, in front of the net, and the pass goes off the stick of Hyman back to the blue line. Wallman on the right wing to McDavid. He'll come up to the blue and go across, and now down the left wing, turn back to the left wing boards, to the point to Wallman.
Shoot the puck.
Cross to Bouchard. Down the right wing, McDavid to Bouchard, and takes the puck into the side of the net and behind it, and then lost it. And up the left wing, getting it out, or at least up near the blue line, is Zucker.
They don't get a single shot on goal. 3 passed opportunities to put it to the net.
Zucker into the Edmonton zone. Taken off his stick by McDavid up to Hyman. At center ice, he'll shoot it in. We're just underway here in the second period. 1-0 Sabres lead. Byram to Thompson. Tage Thompson, the goal scorer in this game. Up the left wing, picked off by Draisaitl. He'll come in over the line, get it across. The shot by Podkolzin, and that goes off of Bryson. Puck to the right wing. Draisaitl, cross ice to Nurse, down the left wing. Got it to the corner, went off of Bryson. Cross ice pass for Draisaitl. Up the right side of the blue line, now to Stetcher. He'll take the puck into the corner. Wrap it all the way back to Nurse, into the left wing corner to Stetcher, to the top of the circle to Nurse. He'll blast it. Scores! Nurse let it go from the point. Lots of traffic in front of the net. And this game is tied at 1 on a great shot by Darnell Nurse.
Well, Nurse got robbed of one in the first period when he hit the post, but Colson was the net front, and he was outside the crease there. But UPL never saw it. We are tied 1-1 here early in the second.
Nurse's 5th of the season, minute 35 into the period. Darnell Nurse, playing in game 699 of his NHL career, has tied the game up. And up the right wing, Emberson to center ice to Perry. Off his stick and in. Lukin into play. It gave it away to Henrique. He's got it in the left corner. To the left wing point. Kulak in from the blue line. Gives it to Perry, left wing corner. To Kulak. His pass broken up before he could get to Max Jones. And Power will rim it. Give it to Quinn. Into the middle. Krebs to center. To Quinn on the right wing. In over the line. Krebs across to Benson. Put it in front of the net. No one from Buffalo can get a stick on it. And Jones off the left wing boards hits somebody at the Sabre bench. We get the whistle. Good opportunity there for Zach Benson. Fired it in front of the Edmonton net, which was open. But there was nobody there for the Sabres. Tied at 1 here early in the second. Troy Stetcher picking up an assist on the Nurse goal. Face off to the left of Skinner. Draisaitl will take the draw. Be up against Lafferty. Puck goes to Wallman. He'll get it up in the air and out. Greenway in behind his own net for the Sabres, rimming it. On the right wing point, Bouchard is able to keep it in. And out to center ice, Malenstein shoots it into the Edmonton zone. Stuart Skinner to Wallman. It's in his skates now to Janmark. Cross ice pass, hits his stick, goes up in the air. Bouchard gets it out to Janmark. In over the Buffalo line to Skinner. Cross ice pass to Arvidsson. It was too far for him. Hit the corner boards. And out through center is Malenstein for Buffalo. Will flip it in. It's on net, steered to the corner by Stuart Skinner. Goes up the right wing to Arvidsson. His pass for Janmark by him and down the ice. It's icing against the Oilers. Tied at 1 here in the second. Draisaitl also gets an assist. So Nurse from Stetcher and Draisaitl.
So that will extend Leon Draisaitl's streak.
15 games now for Draisaitl. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. Byram in from the left wing point, back to McLeod. A rising shot, and the save made by Skinner. He will cover it up. Tuch is battling away, and finally we get the whistles. It looked like Skinner had it, but then he didn't, and then he did.
It's not exactly inspiring confidence with the play around the net tonight. We're just handling the puck.
Face off in the Oilers zone. That one was bouncing around for a bit. 3 minutes, 14 seconds gone here in the second period. Tied at 1, the Oilers and the Sabres. All right, he gets set for the face-off. David taking the draw. Zucker's got to come in. McLeod kicked out of the face-off circle. That goes in behind the net to Nurse. Up the left wing, we'll get it out through center ice, just off the stick of Nugent Hopkins. To the right wing corner to McDavid. Couldn't swing it back to the blue line, and McLeod broke it up and got it out. Nurse over to Kulak. Get it up the right wing. Now to McDavid. Into the Sabres zone. Drops it. Kulak. His shot. Save made by Luukkonen. The rebound comes in front of the net. And McLeod on the right wing to Zucker. He'll clear it. And the puck to center ice. Now to McLeod. In on the left wing. To the middle. Shot. Scores. Tuch got the pass from McLeod. And he goes stick side on Skinner. And it's 2-1 for the Sabres.
Well, Oilers sleeping defensively and just an easy zone entry. And McLeod makes a great play and hits the trailer. But because McLeod can handle the puck, gives you time and space, gains the zone. And then the Oilers just backed in and nobody picked up Alex Tuch. And he ripped one home, and it's a 2-1 Buffalo lead.
Tuch's 25th of the year. 3:52 into the period. The Sabres back in front. Ty Emberson up the right wing for Draisaitl. Draisaitl cross ice pass through the skates of Podkolzin. Go into the Sabre zone and on the end boards. Goes to the corner. Connor Brown to Stetcher.
Not sure how that wasn't a penalty. Just buried him.
Down low to Podkolzin, right wing to Draisaitl. Out of Brown to Draisaitl to the right wing point. Emberson will get it across to Stetcher. A shot, and that's off his stick. Hits the glass. Kept in by Draisaitl up near the right wing point. Put it through the middle. That's knocked down as Peterka in over the Edmonton line. His shot, and that's a stop by Stuart Skinner. To hold on as J.J. Peterka was coming down the left wing. We're 4:40 into the second. 2-1 Sabres lead. Goal by Nurse gives him 81 in his career. Ties him with Charlie Huddy for second Oilers defenseman history. Puck goes to the right wing corner, and Henrique off the right wing boards was able to get it out. Knocked down by a high stick at the Buffalo blue line, so we got a whistle. Sabres here in the second period. Face off just outside the Buffalo blue line. Power to Clifton to Power, and it's center ice to wire it in. Rims on the right wing off the skate of Max Jones, kept in by Clifton. Right wing to Quinn. Quinn behind the net to Benson. Will take it to the left corner. Starting to get away from Bouchard. Goes in behind the net. To the right wing point. Clifton fakes the shot. Comes down the right wing in front to Power. Just put it wide. Power on the left wing. A shot. And that sails over the Edmonton net. Gets out past Krebs and down into the Buffalo zone as the Sabres come close. At center, puck brought in. Krebs will give it to Quinn, and he gets hit in the middle by Jones. Penalty coming up, and the Oilers are about to be shorthanded. 5 minutes, 42 seconds gone in the second, down by a score of 2-1. And it looks like Max Jones going to the box.
Minor penalty for slashing.
Well, first power play of the game goes to the Sabres. Oiler penalty kills brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Oilers penalty killing got touched up 2 out of 3. Max Jones is like, what did I do to get the penalty? And I got to ask the same thing. 74.8 on the PK, not good enough for Edmonton. 26th in the league. 27th ranked power play for Buffalo, 16.8.
Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. Puck on the left wing point. Darlene cross ice, and that pass goes off of Janmark and out. Darlene in his own end now on the right wing to center for Norris to Thompson. Thompson into the Oiler end, left wing for Zucker. Goes cross ice to Peterka. Pump it back around to the right wing. And Wallman got it to the line. That's kept in. Darlene has it in the middle. Down the left wing into the corner for Zucker. Then lost it to Wallman. Puck gets to the middle of the ice as they battle. It's Janmark going in behind his net. Then Peterka took it away. Right wing, Thompson to the blue line to Darlene. Left wing comes to Thompson. We'll give it to Peterka. Go cross ice. Zucker to Darlene. Along on the right wing, it's Zucker. Skips it off the stick at Thompson. Puck to the blue line. Peterka is going to come down the left wing through the middle. That's knocked down by Wallman, and he'll get it all the way down the ice. 45 seconds to go in the power play. 2-1 Sabres lead. We're 7 minutes into the second period. Into the Edmonton zone goes Quinn in the right wing corner. Around to Benson on the left. He's at the hash marks. Pinned by Podkolzin. Puck gets into the skates. McLeod will get it over to the right wing. Quinn out of the right corner. Then lost it. Some room and time for Emberson to get it all the way down the ice.
Emberson was lucky. He healed that clearing attempt. And Buffalo had a chance to keep the puck in.
Darlene. Throw it back to McLeod. Come into the Edmonton zone to Benson on the left and McLeod in the corner. McLeod being worked over by Nurse. Puck comes free. Penalty is over. Oilers on a rush. Brown down the right wing. Brown waiting. The shot saved by Luukkonen, and the puck cleared out. Buffalo 0 for 1 on the power play as Nurse will shoot it in. Goes in behind the goal. Power around the boards to Tuch. Now to Krebs. Lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Kulak to Bouchard on the right wing. To Kulak as he weaves through the middle. Gets into the Sabres zone on the right. And there's a penalty coming up.
Too many men on the ice for Buffalo. They had 6 guys out there.
Sure did. So the Edmonton Oilers about to get their first power play of the game.
Took them long enough to recognize that.
Far too many. 2-1. Sabres lead the Oilers here in the second. We played 8:20. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with an Oiler power play from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm proud to call myself an Albertan. You know, after years of touring this great province in my Ford F-150, I've learned the value of driving a tough, capable, smart truck. Whether you're working for the weekend or long-hauling it like I am, there's an F-150 for every Albertan, with plenty of options to choose from, like available Pro Power on board. So if you're looking for a new truck, stop by your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
For years now, we've been warning Edmontonians on the hazards of our stormwater facilities. While they may appear to look like still ponds, there is moving water beneath the surface, which makes the ice dangerously... The unpredictability of stormwater facilities makes them treacherously unsafe for all winter activities, even walking. So think twice. Don't go on the ice. A safety message from EPCOR.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers down 2-1 to the Sabres here in the second. 8:20 gone in the period. Too many men on the ice to the Sabres. Oilers go on their first power play. It's brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Puck on the blue line. Nugent Hopkins on the left. Come down the left wing boards into the corner to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to the point. To Bouchard on the right to McDavid. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid, right wing across the blue line to Draisaitl. He'll shoot it towards the net, goes wide. Samuelson will get it out, and he'll find McLeod down the right wing. McLeod into the Oilers zone, and he's forced over to the left with Hyman on him, and the puck goes to Draisaitl, and he'll skate up the right wing. Into the Sabres zone to McDavid. Across the high slot to Draisaitl in the right wing corner to McDavid. Over to Draisaitl. One-timer save made by Luukkonen coming across. He'll hold on to it. Edmonton with 1:13 to go in the power play.
Oilers' power play has moved up. Of course, it's been over 25% for the last 6 seasons. It's at 26.6 right now. That's 5th in the NHL. And the Sabres have the 22nd ranked penalty killing unit at 76.9. They're second last in save percentage at 879. 31st in the league in save percentage.
Face off to the left of Luukkonen. Last 7 games, Oilers have gone 6 for 13 on the power play. Puck to McDavid across. One-timer. Scores! Evan Bouchard with a blast from the left side. It's a power play goal, and the Oilers have tied the game at 2.
Well, just a great look from Connor McDavid. Leon Draisaitl with a clean win on the draw. Straight back to McDavid. Hyman goes to the front of the net, but Bouchard just crushes one past UPL, and we are tied 2-2.
Evan Bouchard gets his 12th goal of the year. Bouchard's got points in 5 straight games. The Oilers tied the game at 2.
Connor McDavid now has an 8-game point streak.
That goal coming at the 9:12 mark of this second period. Up the left wing, puck played off the boards by Dahlin into the Edmonton zone. Emberson to Stetcher up the right wing to Arvidsson. Comes into Buffalo territory, goes to the right wing corner. Dahlin right on him. Pins him up against the boards. Trying to get this thing loose. It gets into the skates of Norris. Now bumped free to Janmark. Down low. Skinner's pass goes through the slot. Stetcher on the point. Emberson. He'll let it go. And there is a glove save made by Luukkonen. Held on with 10:07 to go in the second period. Tied at 2 here at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. Bouchard from McDavid and Draisaitl at 9:12 ties this game up. Draisaitl's got a couple of assists. Draisaitl up to 97 points on the season. They had a 15-game point streak. Face off to the left of Luukkonen. And it's Draisaitl taking the draw. Well, in theory it was. Now he's out of the face-off circle, so it's Connor Brown. Gets to the corner. Podkolzin after it. Under Draisaitl tried to swing it back to the point. Picked off by Benson. He got it out. Took a hit from Wallman. And the puck shot back in. Bryson goes to the end boards. Taken to the end boards by Podkolzin. It's chopped up over the glass and out of play. And we get a whistle with 9:49 to go in the second. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Sabres from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Play Alberta has hundreds of casino games right at your fingertips. Join thousands discovering why Fortune Coin is one of Alberta's most popular games. Fill your reels with golden coins. Multiply your prizes up to 6 times and turn good spins into legendary ones. Land the Fortune Coin symbol to win cash. Trigger the jackpot. Launch the free spins bonus and watch as the dragon takes over your screen. New players get 100 free spins only on playalberta.ca. Claim your offer today. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Rogers is Canada's fastest and most reliable internet. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Brown's scoring down in the basement. And there it is! Watch Leon light the lamp in the living room. Spectacular! Connor scoring in all corners of the house. And Nurse notching a game winner in the nursery. Very quietly, of course. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton comes all the way back! All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Tied at 2, the Oilers and the Sabres. Face off in the Buffalo zone to the left of Luukkonen.
Wow, we almost got that one.
Almost got one. They're throwing T-shirts into the stands. And it was close. Thompson and Tuch have scored for Buffalo. Nurse and Bouchard for the Oilers. McDavid will take the draw for the Oilers. Wins it to Draisaitl, across to Wallman, down the left wing, hit the stick of Tuch. And Zucker up against the boards for Byram. Rim it, won't get out. Perry will keep it in for the Oilers. To Draisaitl, comes up top of the circle. Now to the high slot. Down the left wing to Nurse. He'll fire it across to McDavid. He'll shoot it. That's off a stick, and it goes out of play.
That was a real good stick there. Because the Oilers had a great chance to snipe one. And it was Jason Zucker, who has just signed a 2-year extension here in Buffalo.
Him and Greenway, didn't they?
Yep.
They both.
Yep. Zucker 2 years at 4.75. Greenway 2 years at $4 million. The core of their team is Darlene, Power, Norris, and Tage Thompson. All signed long term. Of course, Norris coming over in that trade.
Puck goes back to the point. Nurse to Wallman on the right point. Right back to Nurse. Down the left wing to Draisaitl. Just poked off his stick by McLeod. It comes out. Draisaitl gets it back at his own blue line. Over to Jake Wallman. Wallman right through the middle of the ice. Stepped up to center. Now off the boards. It hit Greenway. Goes into the Edmonton zone. Stuart Skinner to play it. Left wing corner to Draisaitl. And Draisaitl, that won't get out. Kept in by McLeod. And shot. And a save by Skinner. He'll squeeze that one up against his body. Hold on with 8:51 to go in the second. And the game tied at 2.
I got to tell you, Cam, this is year 17 of me doing the games. I can't recall how many times Edmonton's actually played well in this building. There's just some, they tend to play pretty well at MSG. They don't play well at KeyBank Center. Okay? I don't know why, but they just having a lot of games where they've showed a lot of polish and they're on the verge of 14 straight years missing the playoffs. It's not
and have lost 6 in a row. Up the right wing, Bouchard will get it out.
I guess I kind of buried the lead there, didn't I? I was just trying to be nice.
I know, I understand. Puck on the right wing.
Because we've been there too over the years. Maybe not you and me, but certainly Jack and me.
Puck sent down the ice for icing against the Sabres as Thompson.
I educated some of our players that, year 17 for me, year 15 for Jack. And in 2 of the seasons, the Oilers won 1 out of 21.
That's a tough stretch.
It's interesting. Those were the years that I went from 229 to 237 and from 241 to 248. You can just draw your own.
So you're saying one led to the other?
Yes.
Okay. Off the left wing point, the shot saved by Luukkonen. Held onto it as Bouchard was able to slide down the left side off the face-off. We get a gathering in the crease in the Buffalo zone. Doesn't look like much is going to come of that. Be another face-off to the right of Luukkonen.
Connor Clifton gave the business there or Max Jones gave the business to Connor Clifton.
Jones will stay out there with Henrique and Podkolzin. Bouchard and Kulak on the back end. Puck goes right to Zach Benson. He'll bring it up the left wing. Across on the right wing to Quinn. Now into the corner to Krebs. Krebs centering pass off of Benson. It goes wide. He'll put it to the point. Power had to hurry to keep it in on the right wing, and he does. Now it's in behind the net. Krebs to the right wing corner. Krebs along the right wing boards. To the point. Owen Power gets to the middle. Doesn't have a shooting lane. Across the one-timer off the outside of the post. As that was drilled on net by Krebs. And the puck comes out of the zone. Krebs forced back by Bouchard. To Clifton. Now up the right wing to Quinn. Cross ice to Benson, but he was covered on the play. Good defensive play by Brett Kulak. David was able to get it out. Now into his own end. He is being tied up by Greenway, then recovers and gets the puck out of the zone. Penalty coming up to the Sabres. And Greenway is going to go to the box. And the Oilers are going to get their second power play of the game.
Well, they're all over McDavid. But let's face it. And TJ Luxmore had seen enough.
Buffalo penalty number 12. 2 minute minor. Tripping.
Tripping against Greenway.
Ooh, not seen a lot of here in the second period. Arvidsson.
A little bit, not a lot. Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Edmonton, 1 for 1 with a man advantage.
Well, what do they do in the last power play?
Shot the puck.
This one's getting set up from the different side, though.
Face off to the right of Luukkonen. Draisaitl taking the draw against McLeod. It goes to the blue line, and Bouchard will walk it to the middle. On the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Into the corner to Draisaitl.
I got slashed right across.
Whack. Puck rimmed, and Bouchard couldn't quite keep it in.
He's not going to be happy with that, Leon.
Bouchard over to Draisaitl into the Sabres zone. Kicks it back to Bouchard. Across to McDavid on the right. McDavid, left wing for Nugent Hopkins, but that pass is behind him, and Mallenstein can get it out.
Nuge got away with the hook on Mallenstein. That easily could have been a penalty.
McLeod will shoot it in. Nugent Hopkins winding it up through the middle of the ice. Over to the right wing to Draisaitl. His pass trying to go through the middle went off at Tuch. Puck cleared down.
Oilers have had nothing going here in the first 40 seconds of this power play.
Bouchard through the middle, down the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Gets it in, and his cross-ice pass hit a stick. Byram got it out. David with it in the neutral zone. Comes in over the line, right wing to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to the point. To Wallman, to Draisaitl. Right corner, McDavid goes towards the net, takes it behind, goes out to the left, up the left wing, cross-ice pass. That is broken up. Cleared all the way down by Samuelson.
Connor took the higher degree of difficulty in the pass.
30 seconds to go in the man advantage. We're tied at 2 in the second period. Wallman in over the line to Nurse. His shot wide of the net. Perry's got it in the right wing corner. To Henry. Bumped it back to the point. Nobody there for Edmonton.
Well, you hate to lose any kind of momentum. And the Oilers just not a great-looking power play.
Here's Arvidsson on the right wing. We'll drill it in. Goes to the left to Nurse. His shot on net saved by Luukkonen. And up the left wing, Dahlin will bring it out. The penalty will expire. Edmonton 1 for 2 with a man advantage. We're tied at 2 with 5:15 to go in the second period.
Dahlin's a heck of a defenseman.
Nurse to center ice on the backhand. Into the air, and it was batted out of the air by Power. Puck comes out. Perry off the right wing boards it in. Krebs through the middle, then fanned on it, gave it away to Perry, and that came over the line. Put back in. It's offside against Edmonton. We're going to take a break. 4:56 to go in the second period. Oilers and Sabres tied at 2. We'll be right back. KeyBank Center in Buffalo. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
High school students in OilCountry, make a difference in your community with OilCountry Powers Change. Presented by Capital Power. Between February 17th and March 17th, volunteer in your community and enter to win weekly and grand prizes, including autographed memorabilia, an Oilers jersey, sweet tickets to an Oilers home game, and more. The more you do, the more entries you get. Visit OilCountryPowersChange.com to register. On behalf of Capital Power and your Edmonton Oilers, thank you for powering change in OilCountry.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Tied at 2, Oilers and Sabres, 4:56 to go in the second period. Darnell Nurse, Evan Bouchard scoring for Edmonton. Alex Tuch, Tage Thompson with the goals for the Sabres. Paterka looping back into his own end. Across to Byram. Throw it out to center ice. Jeff Skinner there. And he'll dump it in, but he put it right off the boards in front of the Edmonton bench. Puck along the boards inside that Buffalo zone. They dig it free was Arvidsson. Went to the corner. And Norris has to go back. And Bryson off the right wing side. That one goes in on the offside. Edmonton can't touch it yet till they tag up. They do, and Jeff Skinner steals it. To the right wing for Janmark, now to Arvidsson. Left side, Podkolzin had to hop over his stick. Thompson will get it out for Buffalo to Paterka, and had it hop on his stick a bit too, so Emberson will shoot it in. Bryson off the boards, kept in by Connor Brown. Draisaitl on the end boards. Almost knocked down Byram. Well, he did knock him down, just wasn't called. And the puck on the left side. Byram out to center ice. Stetcher's right in front of him. It'll go to Podkolzin into his own end to Nurse. Nurse on the right wing to Stetcher. Give it to Draisaitl. Up the left wing to Podkolzin. In over the Buffalo line. For Connor Brown, right corner. To the left wing point to Nurse. Down low and off of Bryson. Nurse has to pinch in, and it will come out. And it's at center for Quinn. He lost it as he got pinned. Draisaitl drives down the left side. He'll go to the net. The backhand save made by Luukkonen, and he'll hold on to that as Draisaitl with a burst of speed down the left wing. Got a good opportunity.
Yeah, the big man, that's twice in a row. He's just blasted past Sabres and taking it hard to the hole, and Luukkonen fought that one off.
3:10 to go in the second. Tied at 2, the Oilers and the Sabres. Edmonton will play in New Jersey, Long Island, and against the Rangers on this trip. Face off to the left of Luukkonen. McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman out there. Puck goes to Bouchard on the right wing point. Bouchard across the line. He's out there with Wallman on the back end. Left wing corner and off the stick of McDavid. It goes over to the right wing. Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. McDavid to the point, to Wallman. Now on the left to Bouchard. Back to Wallman on the blue line. Over to McDavid on the left wing. Will roll it in behind the net. Penalty coming up to the Sabres as Hyman got dumped in behind the goal. Puck back to the blue line. Nugent Hopkins. Skinner's gone to the bench for the extra attacker. Give it to McDavid. His centering pass. That's off his stick to the right side where Bouchard kept it alive to the blue line. Draisaitl left wing. Put on goal. And the save made by Luukkonen off the left side from Wallman. And Edmonton will go in the power play with 2:24 to go in the second. We're tied at 2.
26. Minor penalty for cross-checking.
I understand a bit of the frustration there.
Dahlin off for the cross-check. Edmonton 1 for 2 with the man advantage. Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. I don't know there was much of a cross-check there.
That's a tough call.
Yeah.
I got a lot of empathy for Rasmus Dahlin.
Face off to the right of Luukkonen. Puck to the blue line to Bouchard. Goes to the middle. Left side, Nugent Hopkins. Into the corner, McDavid. Goes in behind the net to the right to Bouchard. Shot saved by Luukkonen. And the rebound in behind the goal. Up the left wing, Clifton. Off the boards and out.
Cam, you could see the collateral damage there, though, created by that Bouchard shot from the point. Nearly a rebound home from Zach Hyman.
Bouchard over the blue line to Nugent Hopkins on the left wing. Left wing corner to Bouchard. To the point to Nugent Hopkins. Give it back to Bouchard. He'll come up to the blue line on the right wing to McDavid. Spins down the right wing boards. In behind the goal. To the left side. Stops up to the blue line for Bouchard. Over to McDavid. Now to Draisaitl. It's broken up but kept in by Bouchard. Left wing to Nugent-Hopkins to McDavid to Draisaitl. The shot off of Luukkonen.
I think that was a pass.
Puck kept in only for a moment, and Norris will get it out. His pass too far for Clifton. Penalty coming up, though, to the Oilers. There's going to be a hooking call, and that'll even things up.
Nugent-Hopkins, I would think. It's pretty obvious.
Edmonton penalty number 18.
No, I'm a
minor. Hooking.
1:17 to go in the second. Game tied at 2, so we'll go 4-on-4 for the next 54 seconds.
Could have picked about 2 different players in that video.
Face off to the right, Stuart Skinner. Oilers and Sabres tied at 2. Face off will be to Skinner's left. Thompson out of the face-off circle. Henrique and Brown on the ice. With Wallman and Nurse. Puck goes to Jake Wallman. Goes in behind the net. Comes right out through the middle. Wallman up the left wing. Back to Nurse. Nurse on the right side to Brown. Brown into the Buffalo zone. We're 4-on-4. Left wing, Brown to Nurse. Last minute here in the period. Oilers and Sabres tied at 2 late in the second. Puck goes over to the right wing. Nurse along the right wing boards. Into the skates of Henrique. It will come free, and Brown will get it back to the line. Nobody there for the Oilers, but they will hold on to it as Bouchard will take it in behind his net. 35 seconds to go here in the second period. For Podkolzin, he'll come up the right wing. Podkolzin back to Bouchard.
Oilers are going to be shorthanded here right away.
Yep. And out comes Dahlin onto the ice. Second power play of the game for the Sabres. Pass through the middle of Podkolzin. Just eludes his stick, and Byram will turn it up. 12 seconds to go in the period. As Bowen Byram into the Edmonton zone, off the left wing boards, chase after it himself. He'll center that, and he gives it away to Janmark. Janmark's going to run out of time. He'll make a move at the line, and Dahlin just got a touch on it as the period expires. Edmonton will be shorthanded for 43 seconds to start off the third period. But just like it was on January 25th, tied at 2 after 2 when the Oilers were hosting the Sabres that night. Oilers won that one 3-2.
Yeah, didn't love the last 2 power plays. Scored a great goal in the first power play. That's going to happen. The other team gets to defend and make some plays once in a while as well. So it all comes, you got to have a good kill to start the first 45 seconds. It's been in some interesting deployment of lines. Arvidsson's basically been flipped with Connor Brown here. So it's been put Colson and Brown along with Draisaitl. Then Arvidsson right now is playing with Janmark and Jeff Skinner. That's a small line. They're not playing a lot together. Probably should be a 2-2 game. I think Leon Draisaitl's got a couple of assists. He's got points now in 22 of his last 23.
It's crazy.
23 games. So
very consistent, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
He is.
And the Oilers are not an explosive. It's funny, they're not an explosive team. They're 9th in the league in goals for.
Yep.
Now they were 4th in the league before we came out of the Four Nations face-off. So it's a good goal from Bouchard, and we'll see what happens here in period number 3.
Win a period, win a game. That's the setup now for the Edmonton Oilers. Tied at 2 after 2 here against the Sabres. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown. They're going to have the intermission for you when we come back. From the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Freedom Ford is kicking off the new year with incredible savings. Save up to $16,000 on remaining 2024 models with 0% financing and huge discounts. It's the perfect time to upgrade to a brand new vehicle. Freedom Ford is making room for 2025 models, so these deals won't last long. Visit Freedom Ford today and start the new year in style.
Don't miss out. Drive into 2025 with unbeatable savings before it's too late.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Renew cherished memories as the Alberta Ballet brings The Wizard of Oz to life at the Jubilee Auditorium March 21st and 22nd. Take a stroll down the Yellow Brick Road and enter online at 880ched.com to win. Then step into a world of home reno possibilities as the Edmonton Home and Garden Show springs to life at the Expo Center March 27th through the 30th. Get inspired today at edmontonhomeandgarden.com.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. At the Intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Last 7 games, Oilers have gone 6 for 13 on the power play. Puck to McDavid across. One-timer. Scores! Evan Bouchard with a blast from the left side. It's a power play goal, and the Oilers have tied the game at 2.
And that's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the second intermission. Bryn Griffiths along with Rob Brown. After 40 minutes of play, we are all square at 2 goals apiece. How about that? A Bouch bomb on the power play. That's his second goal on the power play. It's actually his first with a goaltender in. If you recall, he got that weird one with on an empty net. But you know what? They moved it around pretty crisply on that particular power play, and then there were a couple of softies there, Brownie.
Well, on that power play, it was a set play off the face-off. You win a draw, you take it to the middle of the ice, all eyes are on McDavid, then you find the backdoor one-timer. They've used that quite often this year, that setup. They haven't been able to find the back of the net, but on that one, the Buffalo goaltender bit on McDavid in the middle, and then when he slides it out to Evan Bouchard has one job, hit the net. If he hits the net, it's in the net, and he did. Big goal for the Oilers at that point.
Other goal for the Edmonton Oilers, it was a Darnell Nurse point shot as well. So both goals coming from the blue liners, which is always great to see. We just got to see if the wingers will pick it up a little bit. Notice that the guys were talking about the fact that now Connor Brown is playing along with Leon Draisaitl and Vasily Podkolzin. So the shifting continues from Chris Knobloch.
Well, and it's what we talked about before the game. We've been talking about for months. Leon Draisaitl is having the best offensive year in the National Hockey League, and he's doing it with a rotation of wingers that haven't really accomplished a whole lot playing with him. And it's another audition for Connor Brown. Arvidsson was there to start, but Colson's been around. It's when you are playing with someone as good as Leon Draisaitl, you need production. And you can work hard, you can do all the little things right, but the puck has to find the back of the net. So Chris Knobloch keeps searching, and hopefully something will click and someone will stick in the next little while.
Just seems every time the Oilers play this particular team, they hang around, and then they become a bit of a problem in the third period. How do you see the third going the way the Oilers are playing, at least the way they played in the second period?
Well, the Oilers are going to get chances. Buffalo, again, plays high-risk, high-reward hockey. You're going to have to defend well if you're the Oilers. You're going to have to make sure your puck management is good. Right. And you will get your looks. But if you start cheating or if you start playing a little loose, the Sabres have guys that can score. They got guys that can put the puck in the back of the net. So the Edmonton Oilers got to continue to try to find the details of the game. And I know that Louis on the broadcast, if you're watching on TV, and Mooner talked about it on the radio, the Oilers defensively have leaked a little bit at times tonight and given up the big chances against. Those are what you want to take out of your game. So the work ethic's been good. The battle level's been there. It's just a matter of fine-tuning the details of the defensive part of the game for the Oilers.
Funny, too, because you take a look at Tage Thompson, who picked up his 32nd of the season, and the other one was Alex Tuch, picked up his 25th of the season. Those are the two big goal scorers for the Buffalo Sabres. They've come through big time, but it's funny how, well, you know this. You played at a high level, and you were a great scorer in your time as well. These guys just find their spaces. There weren't a lot of great opportunities for Buffalo, but those guys find their spaces, and they score their goals.
Well, the Oilers made some mistakes, and when they made some mistakes, the Buffalo Sabres have the guys that can put the puck back in the back of the net. On the Tuch goal, the Oilers got chasing. They had two players, a forward and a centerman, a defenseman and a centerman go up to the boards and try to take one player away, and Alex Tuch comes in, and he's wide open. So there's certain players on the ice you can't give time and space to because they will make you pay. The Buffalo Sabres' two best players with the puck on their stick in the offensive zone both found the puck on their stick in the offensive zone in great scoring spots. Skinner's going to need to make a couple saves, and the Edmonton Oilers are going to have to find a way to just play a little bit better when they don't have the puck. When they have the puck, they were fine. But without the puck, a couple mistakes that allowed the Buffalo Sabres to hang around.
Rob, when you're a team like Buffalo and you're dead last in the East, you have a 2-1 lead and then you take a too many men penalty. And it was for I don't want to say a prolonged period of time, but it was long enough for them to catch it. But that always seems to happen at teams like this. Is that simply a discipline or just a concentration effort from a team like that?
Well, I wouldn't say discipline, but there's reason teams are where they are in the standings. There's teams that are at the top are very good at just about everything and all the details of the game. Teams that are near the bottom of the standings, it's not always just lack of talent. It's a lack of attention to details. A too many men penalty is it's a attention to detail, a lack of it. Simple things like that cost teams that are below average in the league. It comes back and bites them. And the Buffalo Sabres, when you are near the bottom, you have to play near perfect games to win. And when you make big mistakes like that, it shows you why they have a hard time winning the one-goal games. In close hockey games, the Buffalo Sabres just seem to make that one more big mistake, where the good teams always find to make that one more big, great play. And that's the difference in hockey.
Okay, so what do the Oilers got to do here in the third period as we kind of sum things up here this intermission?
Well, the same what we've been talking about. They've got to be better detailed. They're going to get chances. They will get looks against the Buffalo Sabres team. Capitalize on your chances and limit what you give up the other way. Make the Buffalo Sabres earn any opportunity they get. Don't make it easy for them by turning the puck over.
Happy with the way 97's playing? There's a lot of people who wondered if he was tired or a little banged up. I think he's getting better with every game now.
Yeah, he's fine. I don't think anyone really needs to worry about Connor McDavid, nor do they. He's one of the safe things that the Edmonton Oilers have. Connor McDavid is going to be great just about every night. So he's been fine this game. He's got some jump, and in games like this, you always look for your best players to come through in big moments, and Leon and Connor are the two best players, so wouldn't be surprised in the third period if one or both of those guys come up with that one special moment.
Just going to require the PK to be solid for the first 43 seconds because Buffalo will have that carryover on their power play. Okay, listen, we'll talk to you coming up in the postgame show, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, there's Rob Brown, who joins us all the time. We'll take a break. Coming back with more. We'll take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard when we return. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Legacy Heating and Cooling is the #1 furnace install company for sailors because they know the value of a warm port. And they sing there was a ship who fought the cold and sailed the sea with a furnace load. She brought the heat to YEG and her name was Legacy. Through icy wind and winter squall, her fire she burned for one and all with a comfort chugging guarantee, and her name was Legacy.
No payments, no interest.
Yep, no payments and no interest for 1 year on your new furnace. Don't trust just any port in a winter storm. Trust Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Tired of skyrocketing energy bills? Switch to clean, affordable power with Horizon Solar. Whether you want to cut costs, go green, or increase your home's value, Horizon Solar has you covered with tailored solar energy solutions. With current government incentives, there's never been a better time to make the switch. Own your power, control your bills, live sustainably. For your free assessment, call Horizon Solar today or visit horizonsolar.com to get started. Horizon Solar, where going green makes sense.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. We're in orange and blue, game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 73, 73, 73, Pizza 73.
This is Global News at the second intermission. I'm Rod Kurtz. Investors smashed the sell button today on Bay and Wall Streets amid tariff and trade confusion. Toronto's main stock index plunged almost 400 points, while the blue chip Dow was down nearly 900, and the Nasdaq was 4% lower. U.S. President Donald Trump introduced tariffs on Canadian and Mexican goods last week, then walked some of them back while simultaneously threatening more on the way. Canada's next Prime Minister isn't offering anything specific about the timing of his transition into office. Newly chosen Liberal leader Mark Carney met with outgoing Prime Minister Justin Trudeau in the Liberal caucus today. Carney told reporters the transition will be seamless and quick, but no specifics were given. NDP leader Jagmeet Singh congratulated Carney on his Liberal leadership victory, then accused him of not looking out for workers. The Alberta and federal governments have finally come to a $42 million deal to expand meal programs for students. Alberta is the final province to sign on. Officials say the federal money will come over 3 years and supplement Alberta's existing school nutrition program. Ottawa says the agreement means Alberta families with 2 kids in school can save an estimated $800 a year on groceries. I'm Rod Kurtz, your next scheduled newscast after the game on 880 CHED.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
RS Breakers and Controls, Canada's leader in new, used, tested, and obsolete circuit breakers, MCC buckets, bus plugs, and switches. They have everything you need to maintain your aging electrical infrastructure, ensuring it operates as good as new. Their 24/7 emergency response gets you back up and running quickly, saving valuable time and money. Minimal generators or modifications needed, and like-for-like replacements mean no special inspections. Don't replace, repair your legacy equipment with RS. Visit rsbreakers.com.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
After 2 periods of play in Buffalo, it's the Sabres 2, the Edmonton Oilers 2. The Sabres will begin the third period with a 43-second man advantage. Okay, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard around the league, and it's pretty quiet tonight. Out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Just 3 other matchups. We can tell you that they are 7 minutes into the second period in Ottawa, where the Senators and the Detroit Red Wings are scoreless through that period of time. Ottawa out shooting Detroit 15-12 through the first period. So 0-0 between the Senators and the Red Wings in the nation's capital. Another matchup that's going to be starting shortly in about 5 minutes' time. It'll be in Colorado, and it's going to be the Denver guys hosting the Chicago Blackhawk guys. So that one, who we got going in goal tonight? For Chicago, we've got Spencer Knight. It's going to be the netminder. Scott Wedgwood is going to get the call tonight for the Avalanche. And the other game in Salt Lake City, it's the Utah Hockey Club hosting the Toronto Maple Leafs. And it will be Vejmelka for Utah, and Wall is the netminder for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And that's it around the NHL tonight. Let's see what's coming up in the Western Hockey League with the Edmonton Oil Kings. They are back at home on Wednesday. It's an 11 a.m. start. It's the Calgary Hitmen in town. It's the annual hooky game. So afternoon game for the kids. And that's going to be at Rogers Place. It's always a fun time. And over in the American Hockey League, Bakersfield, they are in Abbotsford on Wednesday night. That's your out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. The third period is coming up next from Buffalo. At the intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. I love being an Albertan, and I love Ford trucks. And I know that like hard-working Albertans across this great province, there's a Ford truck for everyone. Like Super Duty. It's what I like to call a workhorse. A truck built for heavy-duty performance and getting the job done. Now that's a truck to live and work by. So whatever you're working on, you'll know that the 2024 Ford Super Duty's got the goods. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer. Just tell them PB sent you.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't dig past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility. By Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we're here at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, tied at 2. Oilers and Sabres. Oilers shorthanded for 43 seconds to start off this third period. That Oiler penalty kill is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton 7-4-1 when tied after 40 minutes. Sabres are 3-8-3. And these two teams are in this exact same spot, 2-2 after 2, January 25th in Edmonton.
Stuart Skinner in that game stopped 2 breakaways when it was 2-1 for Buffalo. The Oilers did not have Connor McDavid. He was sitting out his third and final game of his 3-game suspension.
Puck wired in by Thompson. It goes in behind the Edmonton net, now to the right. Quinn has it right wing corner. To the point it goes to Darlene. He'll shoot it. Glove save made by Skinner. Saw it from the point and held on 20 seconds into the third.
Rasmus Dahlin, by the way, makes $11 million a year. He's Buffalo's best player. Some people have tried to tell me that, who's the biggest supporter of Evan Bouchard out there?
Well, you are.
Yes, and I do not see him quite on the same level as Rasmus Dahlin.
Edmonton wins the draw, and Wallman will get it up in the air and down the ice. Luukkonen will set it behind his net. 15 seconds left to go on the penalty to Hyman. Dahlin over to Zucker. Cross to Thompson, still in his own zone. Up the right wing to Quinn. Fired across, and Paterka had that go off of Janmark into the bench.
See, it's the pressure that Janmark and Brown create up the ice. It's kind of surprising in one respect, and let's not forget, Ryan McLeod and Warren Fogle were the Oilers' third forward unit last year on the PK. So usually it was Brown and Janmark in the second, and then Nugent Hopkins, and at the start of the year, Ryan, and the end of the year, Henrique. And I think they've missed a bit of the McLeod-Fogle speed on the PK, but Brown and Janmark are very good.
Samuelson will shoot it in. Penalty over. Buffalo 0-for-2 on the power play, and the puck up the left wing. McDavid to center ice. He can throw it across. Bouchard fakes the shot, comes into the Sabre zone to Draisaitl on the blue line, unable to keep it in. Tuch will get it out for Buffalo. Right wing to McLeod, into the Oilers zone to the middle to Power. Can't get a shot away. Great play by Hyman, coming back and lifting his stick. And up the left wing, Nurse will get it out to Hyman. Out of McDavid for Draisaitl into the Sabre zone, but just over the line. Malenstein will take it and go across to Samuelson. Samuelson will stop at his own blue line. Up the right wing, gave it to Quinn, got over center ice, shot it in. Emberson to Stetcher. Stetcher cross ice, too far for Emberson. It gets to center. And the Sabres go offside as Krebs brought it in. 1:40 gone here in the third. Tied at 2.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Does the ice look a little slow? It looks a little soft. It looks a little off. And Buffalo, now here's the thing about Buffalo. They're not a bad 5-on-5 team in terms of goal share, but in terms of expected goals for, they are. right? Where they get their challenges is their special teams are not at the level that they need to be. When you are at a combined 93.7% this far into the season, that's problematic.
Rimmed up the left wing by Chatrooms, able to get it out. Byram turns it up. It's away from Janmark. Shoot it into the Oiler end where Chatrooms going to go back for it. And it's just up the right wing pass. Paterka gets out, but it will not be hard enough for icing. Thompson, long pass to Norris into the Oiler end. To the right wing corner where Wallman will take it from Byram. Get it out through the middle of the ice. Clifton, cross ice to Byram. Now to Clifton on the right wing. To Paterka and in front of the net to Krebs. He put it wide on the backhand and the puck on the left wing. Into the corner, but Wallman there for the Oilers. Off the boards and out. Bounce in front of the Buffalo bench. Power up the right side. To Benson. Comes into the Edmonton zone on the left wing. Taken away by Kulak. Will flip it up and out to Perry. And a stick lifted. Puck gets to the line. Came out. Kulak brought it in on the offside. 2:56 gone here in the third period. Oil Kings at home Wednesday, 11 a.m. game.
Against the Calgary Hitmen.
That's right.
Who were a team that loaded up. The Oil Kings did not. Edmonton, for you WHL fans, has got 2 number 1 picks this year. Do they have Moose Jaws? I think they do. Moose Jaws had a tough go after winning the WHL championship. Yes. The typical rebuild coming.
Yep. Oh, well, Kings have been good this year. Clinching a playoff spot. A win against Kelowna the other night. The puck along the left wing boards. That was on Friday. Kulak on the left wing to Podkolzin. Now to Bouchard. His shot saved by Lukanen and kicked it over to the left wing. Podkolzin up to the blue line. It goes off the stick of Norris. Bouchard's going to turn on it. It comes in front. Scores. Thompson got it in front of the Edmonton net. Puts it over Skinner. It's 3-2 Sabres.
The situational awareness there. He didn't realize that he was being chased by 2 men. But Podkolzin turns the puck over. Just a terrible spot on the ice. That is just... All right, you're going to have to do it the hard way now. It's a bad goal against.
Tage Thompson gets a second of the evening, 33rd of the year. 3:20 into the third period.
It's a bad goal.
Norris will draw an assist. Byram will shoot it in to the Edmonton zone. And I don't know if that clipped somebody at the Edmonton bench. Must have. I think that's what the linesman was pointing at.
Well, Skinner's given them one. And the combination of Podkolzin and Bouchard have given him one. Colson's got to simplify his game. Get the puck to the offensive and put it on the goal. He's deferring way too much.
Hard shot into the Oilers zone. Nurse comes out from behind the net. Nurse through the middle of the ice. Dishes on the left side to Nugent Hopkins. He'll shoot it in. Goes in behind the goal. Over to Bryson on the right wing. Center ice to Zucker. Zucker cross ice. Broken up by Nugent Hopkins. Into the Sabres end. Quick shot. Glove save by Lukanen. They'll hold on and be a face-off in the Sabres zone. So Buffalo 3:20 into the third. Takes yet another lead. Oilers have never led. It's McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman out there with Emberson and Stetcher. Krebs taking the draw for the Sabres. Draisaitl wins it clean to Stetcher. He'll shoot it towards the net. It just goes wide. Benson can't get it out. McDavid off the right wing boards to Draisaitl or to Emberson to the right corner. Goes over to the right wing. And Krebs is trying to get it out. He does. To Quinn over center ice, and he'll shoot it in. Stetcher forced back by Benson. Up through the middle, finds room. Up the right wing to Arvidsson. Drops it back to Stetcher. Goes to the right wing corner. To McDavid. In front of the net to Draisaitl. Is forced into the right corner. Benson on him. Give it to Arvidsson on the right wing. To Draisaitl. Back to the point. Blasted towards the net and is saved by Luukkonen off of Kulak. Puck shot out. Bounces into the Oilers zone. Brett Kulak up the left wing to Jeff Skinner. Into the Sabres end. Goes to the left wing corner. Skinner in behind the net. He'll step out, and his shot just misses short side. May have gone off of Luukkonen. It goes out of play. 4:57 gone in the third. 3-2 Sabres lead.
I'm going to be very intrigued to see how Paul Coffey handles the D right now. Of course, no Matthias Ekholm and no John Klingberg. So arguably the Oilers' number 2 and number 7 defenseman. That pushes Stetcher in.
Off the draw, puck goes right to Luukkonen, and we'll do that again.
And I haven't minded Stetcher tonight.
Oh.
He's been fine. But Bouchard would like that sequence back. And so, too, would put goals in.
Arvidsson out of the face-off circle, and comes Matthias Janmark. Puck to the right wing, top of the circle. Goes to the blue line. Bouchard over to Kulak. Rims it to the right corner, just by Janmark. Near the blue line, Jeff Skinner keeps it in, shoots it just wide. Puck cleared out, and Zucker has it just inside his own blue line now, and he'll float it through the neutral zone off of Tuch. Goes into the Edmonton end, and Bouchard will stop in behind the Oiler net. Oilers down by 1 here in the third period. Bouchard through the middle, right on goal. Luukkonen has nowhere to go with it. He'll cover it. It'll be a face-off in the Sabres zone. Flying in there was Janmark, and that drew the attention of Ryan McLeod. Face-off in the Sabre end. It'll be to the right of Luukkonen.
David Draisaitl Hyman here.
For the second time in a row. Might see a steady diet. Against McLeod in the face-off circle. Puck to the corner, and Clifton will get it high in the air and out. Glove down by Wallman. Will go across to Nurse, to Draisaitl. Draisaitl back to his own blue line. Give it to Nurse. Go cross ice to McDavid. David forced to the corner. Thompson on him. It goes in behind the net. That Peterka was on him. It comes up the left wing. Puck cleared out. It finds McDavid in over the line. McDavid shot. That misses on the glove side. Draisaitl swings it in front of the net. McDavid, a backhand to Draisaitl. Oh, somehow it stays out. Got a piece of Luukkonen's glove in the outside of the post, and the puck cleared. What a chance for Edmonton. Peterka comes in, his shot, glove by Skinner, off of Skinner's glove over to the left wing. Hyman will get it at center ice, wants to dump it in, glove down by Dahlin. Dahlin into the Oilers zone, goes over to the left wing, into the left wing corner with Jones on him. Emberson gets the loose puck to Hyman, and he'll bounce it out. That's center ice. Henry put it right across. There was Benson for the Sabres. On the right wing to Krebs. They'll go to the right wing corner. 3-2 Sabres lead here in the third period. 7 minutes gone. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Benson slides away from Emberson. On the right wing to Dahlin. Across the blue line to Samuelson. A shot that doesn't get through. Perry will bring it out for the Oilers at center ice. He'll dump it in. It'll rim on the right, and that is in front of the net to Perry. Just put it wide after Jones was able to steal it. The puck in behind the Sabre goal. Perry to the right wing point for Bouchard. His shot gets blocked. Comes across to Kulak down the left wing. Pass gets picked off by Dahlin. Dahlin will bring it out. And he'll get to center ice. And he'll shoot it in. Gets into the corner in the Oilers zone. Got it up against the boards. Tuch put it in behind the Edmonton net. Goes to Connor Brown, right corner with Greenway on him. Greenway rimming it on the right to Bryson. Bryson now in the right wing corner of the Oilers zone. In behind the net, gets into the skates of Bryson. Comes up the right wing. He'll turn, he'll shoot it. Saved by Skinner, and the rebound goes over to the right wing. Along the boards was Nugent Hopkins. Got it to the blue line. That doesn't get out. Bowen Byram down the right wing, going towards the net. And he was forced into the corner by Kulak. Puck comes free, top of the circle. Jones to Brown, and Brown will get to center ice. So poke it in to the Sabres zone, go after it. Oilers make changes. Bryson in the corner with Connor Brown right on him. 3-2 Sabres. 8.5 gone in the third. Brown off the left wing boards to the blue line to Nurse. Puts it off the end boards and behind the net. Matthias Janmark over to the left wing into the corner. In front of the net. Pass goes off of Brown over to the right wing where Lafferty will get it high in the air and out. Left down by Wallman. Up the left wing to Janmark. Directs it in. It goes to the right wing corner. Power along the boards for the Sabres. Right behind the net. And it was rimmed out by Clifton, and the puck to center ice. Clifton had it hit his skate. He'll get control. Then he gave it to Quinn. He took a hit from Nurse. Puck goes into the Oilers zone. Wallman skating out in front of the Edmonton net. Now in behind it to McDavid. He'll come up the right wing, gathers speed, cuts through the middle. Now in over the Sabre line, down the left wing, stops on the left wing boards. To the blue line to Kulak, but that was right to Benson. He got it out, gave it to Krebs. He'll come in on the left wing to Quinn. His shot, and the save made by Skinner. And he will hold on to it. We're going to take a break. 9 minutes, 43 seconds gone here in the third. 3-2, Sabres lead the Oilers from the Key Bank Center in Buffalo. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Freedom Ford is kicking off the new year with incredible savings. Save up to $16,000 on remaining 2024 models with 0% financing and huge discounts. It's the perfect time to upgrade to a brand new vehicle. Freedom Ford is making room for 2025 models, so these deals won't last long. Visit Freedom Ford today and start the new year in style. Don't miss out. Drive into 2025 with unbeatable savings before it's too late.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
Don't panic, there's still time, but it's quickly running out. The biggest savings of the year on flooring at end-of-the-row flooring centers is happening right now, but it's almost over. Spring arrivals are on the way, and we need to make room. It's not just a sale, it's our biggest sale. It's why we call it the Big One. But don't panic, there's still time, but only if you hurry. The Big One clearance event ends soon, only at end-of-the-row flooring centers. Let's get flooring.
12870 St. Albert Trail, and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Oilers down 3-2 to the Sabres, 10-17 to go in the third period. Tage Thompson has the go-ahead goal in this third, came 3:20 into it. Face-off to the right of Stuart Skinner. Henrique wins the draw, goes to Emberson, right wing corner. Off the boards, Dahlin unable to keep it in. Janmark will come down the right wing. To the right wing corner, it went in behind the net. Krebs around the boards. Off of Quinn to Samuelson. Up the left side. It comes out to the neutral zone. Henrique, cross ice to Stetcher. That's a bouncing, rolling puck. Comes out to Benson. His shot, and that's blocked by Henrique.
Well, you got Stetcher, so right shot D playing the left side there. And he's had a couple puck bobbles with it. Much more comfortable over on the right side.
Up the right wing, McLeod out for Buffalo to center ice. Hit Nurse with it on his dump in. Cleared out by Wallman. Bryson into his own end for the Sabres. Goes it behind the goal. Off the boards. Didn't get it out. McDavid kept it into Draisaitl on the right wing. Into the slot. Nurse, a shot. Glove save made by Luukkonen. As Nurse was looking for one, maybe a foot and a half off the ice on the glove side. Luukkonen snares it out of the air.
Darnell, of course, from Hamilton, not too far across the border from here from Buffalo. Which I'm told it's delays now, obviously, with Canada's increased commitment to border security.
Nurse scoring tonight, tying himself with Charlie Huddy, second all-time. Oilers' career defenseman goals.
Don't think he's going to catch the guy that's number one.
Oh, Coffey's got 209. Puck back to the point, ripped on goal, and the save made by Luukkonen off of Wallman. As Nurse and Huddy are at 81. At the Edmonton blue line is Wallman. Left side to McDavid. He'll come into the Sabres zone. Stops on the left wing. Puck is knocked through the middle. It'll go to the blue line. Wallman on the right wing point. The left wing to McDavid. Up to the blue line. That got picked off. And Thompson got it out to center ice. To Dahlin to Thompson. Cross ice pass off a stick. And it launches over the glass and into the crowd. And we get a whistle. We can take a break with 8:40 to go here in the third. Somebody made a good catch in the crowd. 3-2 Sabres lead the Oilers from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. It's Ford Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all four seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Experience a game day meal that's second to none. Fanfare with Skip is your all-star lineup of local restaurants this hockey season. Watch Jack Michaels give you the play-by-play on each restaurant's connection to the community and our team. Visit EdmontonOilers.com/skip to watch this month's episode with Foxburger. Then open your Skip app and tap in an order with exclusive fan access to a deal each game day during the month. Did somebody say Skip? Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca. All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 3-2, Sabres lead the Oilers. 8:40 to go in the third period. Face off the Edmonton zone to the right of Stuart Skinner. Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard. Off the left wing side and out. Power back into his own end. Now to Clifton up the right wing, just off the stick of Benson. It goes to the right corner. Krebs around to Quinn in behind the Edmonton goal. Checked by Nugent Hopkins. Puck cleared out down the left wing to Jeff Skinner. He'll go to the net, and his shot misses short side upstairs. Goes around the glass. It's kept in. It gets to Skinner in the right corner. Jeff Skinner to Nugent Hopkins to the blue line. Bouchard stick snaps in half. And out comes Quinn with it for the Sabres down the left wing in front of the net. He was looking for Benson, but his stick lifted by Kulak. Jeff Skinner to Connor Brown. Now to Henrique. Shoot it into the Sabres zone. Byram out from behind the goal, up the right side. couldn't get it out. Brown will keep it in for Edmonton. Henrique went to the right corner. Unable to get to it, and it comes through the middle, and it's McLeod to center ice. McLeod down the left wing, the shot, and the save made by Skinner off of Zucker. With 7.5 to go in the third, and the Sabres are up 3-2.
It's a nice play by McLeod. He bought half a second, a little bit of time and space for Zucker, who's just coming back from a little minor injury, to create a window and a shot on Stuart Skinner.
Zucker missing the last 6 games.
And they lost all 6.
Yeah, they lost all 6.
And he's been their most consistent offensive player this year.
Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. Puck to the left wing point. Dahlin to the blue line where he gives it to Tuch. He'll shoot it. Lots of traffic. It doesn't get through. Goes to the left side. Dahlin in from the blue line. To the left wing point to Tuch. Tuch, a shot off the glove of Skinner as he found it through traffic. And Wallman has it inside the Edmonton zone. And it's Wallman through the middle of the ice. Dropping it back to Draisaitl. Makes a move, comes in over the Buffalo line down the right wing. To the right wing corner, up against the board. Squeezed it in behind the net. Dahlin will rim it. Nurse had it go off his stick and out. Over to Wallman on the left. Drill it right back in. Dahlin plays it off his skate. Swings it on the right, but Arvidsson got there first for Edmonton to the slot to McDavid. Goes over to the right wing, into the corner. McDavid in behind the Buffalo goal. Over to the left side to Arvidsson to the blue line. Nurse across, and it's sent in front off of Arvidsson after that shot from Kulak, and it is cleared out by Zucker. 6:24 to go in the third. 3-2 Sabres lead. Kulak down the left wing into the Buffalo zone. Cuts across the top of the circles. It gets to Arvidsson. A shot. It's blocked. And the puck in the slot and bouncing it out is Norris. Janmark coming into the Sabres zone. Off the boards. It's into the corner. Bryson will put it off the glass and out of play. And there'll be a face-off in the Buffalo zone with 6:02 to go in the third, and Edmonton down by 1. Jeff Skinner, Corey Perry, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins are out there.
So since McColl's had turned the puck over on the inside the blue line with total possession, instead of just putting it on the net, created the transition the other way in a 3-2 goal. He's not seen the ice.
Nugent-Hopkins out of the face-off circle. Perry will take the draw against Krebs. Harry wins it to the point. Bouchard shot. It's blocked. He gets it back. Left wing to Jeff Skinner. Off the left wing boards. A shot. And the glove saved by Lukadid. We're going to take a break. We got 5:53 to go in the third. 3-2 Sabres lead the Oilers from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Oil Country, you never miss an Oilers game. Join your fellow fans at Molson Canadian Oil Country headquarter locations every game day. Visit oilcountryhq.com to find out where you can enjoy the game next with a pint of Molson Canadian, the official beer sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know what I'm a fan of? Alberta. The wide open spaces, the highways and byways, and a rugged, beautiful terrain that I'm proud to call home. Maybe that's why I'm also a fan of my Ford F-150. It's tough, capable, and smart, which makes it a natural fit for roads like these. So if it's a new truck you're looking for, look no further than the truck Albertans love to drive, F-150. Head into your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details.
Oil Country, you never miss an Oilers game. Join your fellow fans at Molson Canadian Oil Country headquarter locations every game day. Visit oilcountryhq.com to find out where you can enjoy the game next with a pint of Molson Canadian, the official beer sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 3-2, Sabres lead. 5:53 to go in the third period. Face off in the Buffalo zone to the right of Luukkonen. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman out with Wallman and Bouchard for the Oilers. Krebs taking the draw for Buffalo.
Let's drop the puck here, Stripes.
All right. Draisaitl wins it. Wallman left point. Over to Bouchard. Right wing corner to McDavid. Comes up top of the circle to Draisaitl down the right wing. Penalty coming up to the Sabres when they touch it. Draisaitl left side to Wallman. His shot. That hits somebody in front of the net. Goes to the right point. Bouchard has it. Goaltender on the bench. The extra attacker. Down the left wing, McDavid.
They got back in the play there. Broken stick.
Left wing corner to Perry, centering pass. That's knocked down by Samuelson. But the Edmonton Oilers with 5:27 to go in the third, down by one, are going on the power play.
1 for 3 on the power play in this game. And a first unit penalty killer. Fans don't like the call. It almost looked a little like McDavid grabbed the stick. Well, he did have it in his paraphernalia.
He did.
To quote the late, great Manny Gallivan.
All right, great chance here for Edmonton. Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Face off to the right of Luukkonen.
Got to win draws here if you're Edmonton. Greater desperation. You gain puck possession, get it to the net.
McDavid does win the draw. Puck to the blue line. Bouchard to the middle left wing. Nugent Hopkins into the corner to McDavid. Goes in behind the net. Across to Nugent Hopkins. His shot blocked by Clifton. Puck on the right wing. McDavid into the corner to Draisaitl to McDavid up in the high slot. Right side to Draisaitl. To the blue line for Bouchard over to Draisaitl. Top of the circle on the right. Slides over to the middle. Left wing corner to McDavid. Goes in behind the goal to the right. Off the right wing to Bouchard to McDavid. McDavid, side of the net. The shot saved by Luukkonen as it was Draisaitl, the one-timer off the right wing, and Luukkonen got over there.
Well, somebody else needs to shoot the puck. I mean, he's already moving over before Draisaitl's. They know what's coming. Cross him up. You know, I'm here to tell you, if Nugent Hopkins or McDavid shoots, they might score. Because he's totally overplaying the pass for Leon.
Off the draw, puck goes to Byram. Will get it down the ice.
And Luukkonen's had a good game. He's got 28 saves tonight.
Oilers down by one. 4:39 to go in the third period. Draisaitl in over the line. Right wing, corner to Bouchard. Through the slot, and that goes over the stick of Hyman. And it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Norris with Tuch. Norris to Tuch. The shot, great save made by Skinner. Coming across as he denies Alex Tuch and keeps the Oilers to within one. Wound up by McDavid into the Buffalo zone. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins. 45 seconds to go in the man advantage. Nugent Hopkins down the left wing into the corner. To the point for Bouchard. Right wing to McDavid. He's going to go towards the net. He'll go in behind it. He'll stop back there. Right wing to Draisaitl to the point to Bouchard to Draisaitl. Into the corner, McDavid in front. Oh, what a save by Luukkonen off of Nugent Hopkins. And up the right wing, McLeod will bring it out. McLeod into the Edmonton zone to the right corner. Now goes in behind the net. What a stop by Luukkonen on Ryan Nugent Hopkins to Tuch on the right wing. And he'll shoot it out of the zone. It'll go down into Buffalo territory. Penalty is over. Edmonton 1 for 4 on the power play. They're down by one. We got 3:22 to go in the third. Perry To the right wing point, it goes to Wallman. Wallman walks across the line. His shot goes wide. Perry on the left to Nurse. And Luukkonen got a piece of that. Puck on the left wing point. Nurse has got it. Luukkonen's lost his stick. It's rimmed on the right. Wallman in the corner. Now to Perry. Perry's got a pass in front. It hits the stick, and it is swept out of the zone by Samuelsson. It will not be icing. Out from behind his goal is Arvidsson as he gets up to center, and he'll shoot it in. 2:45 to go in the third. Edmonton down 3-2. Puck cleared out by Dahlin. Bounces into the Oilers zone. Kulak in behind the net. Up the right wing to Arvidsson. He'll get to center ice. Throw it into the left wing corner. Benson on the right boards to Byram. Byram going in behind the Sabre net. Byram up the left side to Krebs, but Jeff Skinner gets in there. Puck kept in, sent in front to Janmark, just directed wide.
That was more of a hook on Skinner. They didn't call it.
Brought in by Krebs to the left wing, a shot, and that's kicked out by Stuart Skinner. As Benson had let it go, and now Skinner's going to the bench for the extra attacker. Under 2 to go in the third. Oilers are down 3-2 to the Sabres. Samuelsson on the inboards. Gets checked on the player. It's rimmed on the left to McDavid. To the left wing corner. Back up that left side. To the blue line to Bouchard. Across on the right wing to Draisaitl. Put it in behind the net. There's nobody there for Edmonton. Dahlin fans on his clearing attempt. Gets a second chance, and it will get out. Bouchard over to McDavid in the neutral zone. Now to Perry, and he'll get it in, and his pass that hit Peterka came out. Minute 20 to go here in the third. Oilers are down 3-2. Puck dumped in by McDavid. It's shot out down the ice. Should be icing, and it will be. With a minute 13 to go in the third period, the Oilers down 3-2 to the Sabres. Faceoff will be to the right of Luukkonen. Draisaitl will take the draw against McLeod. Oiler net empty. Puck dropped. It gets to the corner. Bowen Byron will rim it hard, directed out, and down the ice. It'll be icing again. Shots 32-23 in favor of the Oilers.
The Oilers have won 32 of 57 draws. Got to dig in here.
Draisaitl against McLeod. Draisaitl wins it clean. McDavid has it left point. Cross to Bouchard on the right. Back to McDavid. Last minute here in the third. On the right wing to Draisaitl. Missed Perry on the left, but McDavid comes down the left wing boards. Into the corner with it. Behind the net to Hyman. Now on the right to Draisaitl. 45 seconds left. Edmonton down by 1, and that gets broken up, and Peterka got it out. Draisaitl back in over the line. Cross ice pass. Hits a stick. Goes to the blue line. Bouchard down the left wing. Into the skates of McDavid. McLeod will try to clear it. He does. There's 25 seconds left. Draisaitl, right wing to McDavid. Into the Sabre zone. Goes to the right wing corner. Up to the top of the circle to Draisaitl in front. Jammed on net. And a save by Luukkonen. Puck sent to the blue line. 10 seconds left. Bouchard shot blocked. McLeod's going to get it out. A bank pass to Quinn into the Oiler end. A backhand that goes wide. And the Buffalo Sabres will hang on to win it. 3-2 over the Edmonton Oilers and snap their 6-game losing streak. And the Oilers drop this one 3-2 to the Sabres. They get the extra goal in the third period. As this game was tied through 40 at 2.
1 for 4 in the power play. Scored on the first one because they shot the puck right away. Lots of opportunities. Luukkonen played very well in goal. It's got to be stated. Stuart Skinner puked up a rebound and gave them an easy one. And then Bouchard got caught just a little lack of urgency on a bad turnover from Colson on the 3-2 goal. And a very winnable game in Buffalo. It's funny. They never play well here. They generally play pretty well in MSG. And they usually start slow in MSG and get their game going. But a reoccurring theme for Edmonton in this building over the years. Just a lot of very average to poor performances. And Nugent Hopkins got robbed. Luukkonen got a right pad save to pull the puck out of the net on a deflection. But Edmonton didn't get it done tonight. They're going to be practicing the next couple days. New Jersey's coming up. New Jersey does not have their best player, Jack Hughes, and they don't have their best defenseman in terms of Dougie Hamilton. They also don't have a very good matchup defenseman available, Jonas Siegenthaler, who can skate. So that's three guys that are out for the Devils. The Oilers have to capitalize in that game. And they've got to play with a far greater degree of urgency because what we saw tonight was too lackadaisical to win.
Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. 3-2 the final. Sabres over the Edmonton Oilers. Tage Thompson had 2 goals for Buffalo. Gives them 33 on the season. Alex Tuch also scored for Buffalo. Darnell Nurse, Evan Bouchard get the goals for the Oilers. Draisaitl had a couple of assists, so his point streak goes to 15 games. McDavid had an assist. His point streak goes to 8 games. Bouchard's got points in 5 straight, but the Oilers dropped the first game of the road trip 3-2 to the Sabres. Oilers, they go now to 37-23-4. Sabres end the 6-game losing streak. They're now 25-32-6. 3-2 the final. Sabres over the Oilers. Our Rogers postgame show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers postgame show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Last 7 games, Oilers have gone 6 for 13 on the power play. Puck to McDavid across. One-timer. Scores! Evan Bouchard with a blast from the left side. It's a power play goal, and the Oilers have tied the game at 2.
Well, that tied the game at 2-2. It was a power play goal. The problem for Edmonton is they didn't score again in this game, and they went 0 for 3 on their final 3 power plays of the game. That's a Century Casino highlight zone, all in, all games, all season. Century Casino's 3 great locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the Winter Zone. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in Oil Country. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in Oil Country. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
You're tuned in to the Rogers postgame show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 Chad, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody. Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments and no interest for a year. We're in the Rogers postgame show, brought to you by Rogers, proud partner and fan of the Edmonton Oilers. Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance is the goal of the game. Didn't have that tonight for Edmonton Health Dental Travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. Let's bring aboard our inside the game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, there's just, for whatever reason, some places Edmonton doesn't play particularly well. It's not an excuse. It was a loose game. There were opportunities. The Oilers were not more opportunistic. The goaltender was better in the other net. Tonight, UPL for Buffalo. You give me your assessment on what we saw.
Well, I think it's a little bit of what we've been seeing as of late is the Oilers, as you said it, they played loose defensively. The Buffalo Sabres are a high-risk, high-reward team. They love to trade chances. They will give up a 2-on-1 one way if they can get one the other way. And sometimes you start playing that way as well, and then it becomes a goaltender's match. And in a game where, you get the bounce or you get the break, you win. If you don't, you lose. I mean, the Oilers had 5 posts or crossbars in this game, but you gave up too many good looks the other way. And just silly plays. I mean, the Oilers' last power play, which was very important in the game, they had a 3-on-1. And Evan Bouchard throws a hope pass back through the middle of the slot that turns into a 2-on-1 for Buffalo. I mean, those are plays you just can't make. This was a Buffalo team that, has been struggling as of late. It's not a physical game at all. And the Oilers just got too loose defensively, gave up too many chances, and you put too much stress on your goaltending. So the battle level and the compete level were fine, but the problem with the Oilers over the last 16, 17 games is defensively they've been loose, and tonight it came back and haunted them.
Yeah. The first goal against Arvidsson falls for the 293rd time this season in the middle of the ice. When the Oilers had a chance to make a play, they come back up the ice and a long-range shot from distance. I mean, Thompson's a 30-goal scorer, but Stewart doesn't cleanly glove it and then spills the rebound, and Thompson beats everybody there. That, to me, that's,
Well, yeah, that one's on 3 players right there. I mean, Skinner has to control it. And we see players do it all the time. RNH does that a lot, where he's coming in 1-on-2. He'll throw it at the goalie, trying to bounce it off his chest, and then win a race to the puck. Yeah. Sometimes it works. But when it does work against you, you're like, okay, the goalie's got to control the rebound better. As you saw, he just missed. But also the 2 defensemen have to make it a little bit harder for Tage Thompson to get to the net. You don't have to knock him on his butt, because you're not going to. He's a massive man. But put your body in between him and the net. Force him to go around you instead of through you. If they close off the gap in the middle, he has to go around the outside. Takes longer. By that time, Stewart's going to probably corrals the rebound. So I know that you talked with Mooner there a little lackadaisical at times in this game, and I think it was really obvious. In a close game, everything has to be hard. Everything has to be with a purpose. When you make soft chips, soft passes, soft outlets, those come back and bite you, because the players on the opposition are too good at picking those ones off. So the Oilers, they could have got a point out of this game, but they're not trying to get a point or 2 point against the Buffalo Sabres. These are teams you should beat. And the Edmonton Oilers let something slip away today.
Rob, great stuff.
Sounds good, Bob.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
To the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. David Perron has scored his 4th of the year. Ottawa is up 1-0 over Detroit. That is, it's now tied 1-1. The Red Wings have, of course, Perron used to play for the Red Wings. Dylan Larkin is his 27th. Tied at 1 midway through the second period. No score after 1. Chicago and Colorado and Toronto and Utah get away later tonight. Edmonton Oil Kings Wednesday at home. 1 o'clock. It's at 11 o'clock in the morning. It's one of those hooky games. The Edmonton Oil Kings and the Calgary Hitmen. And the Bakersfield Condors are in Abbotsford for a pair of games this week. Here at KeyBank Arena, the Edmonton Oilers at the KeyBank Center. They lose despite out-shooting Buffalo 34-23. Oilers lose 3-2. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810. Premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Play Alberta has hundreds of casino games right at your fingertips. Join thousands discovering why Fortune Coin is one of Alberta's most popular games. Fill your reels with golden coins. Multiply your prizes up to 6 times and turn good spins into legendary ones. Land the Fortune Coin symbol to win cash. Trigger the jackpot. Launch the free spins bonus and watch as the dragon takes over your screen. New players get 100 free spins only on playalberta.ca. Claim your offer today. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Molson Cup 3 Stars presented by Molson. Official beer of the Edmonton Oilers, whether it's Canadian Ultra Export XL or Molson with your name on it. In-house 3 stars. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen with a total of 32 saves. He's tonight's 3rd star. Should have been tonight's 1st star. Josh Norris, 2nd star. Tage Thompson with a pair, which frankly